Sharks of the Corn? Virus Shark? Cocaine Shark? Sharktopus? Yeah, those are all real movies. Join me, Steve Coates, as each week I take a comedic look at the bizarre world of sharksploitation cinema on Bucket of Chum, the Shark Movie Podcast.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm here.
Ben's here.
I'm here, dude.
With this energy of a tranquilized panda.
This is our 1-year anniversary, and we're not creative, so we're going to revisit a classic question mark. I'm Derrick.
I'm Whitney.
I'm Jack.
I'm Ben.
This is Bad Movies.
Worst People.
Happy 1-year anniversry.
Yes,
Thank
happy
you.
one.
I'm the only one who's been here for a year.
I was just going to say, I mean, this is like, who's a band that's been rebuilt up and down?
I don't know, Leonard Skinner. They all
Leonard
died in a plane
Skinner,
crash.
yeah, a whole bunch of them. I think
They got
Sublime is
rebuilt. They got rearranged, those guys.
We can build them again. Better, faster, stronger.
louder. More guitars. Have you seen those guys like on Conan or anything?
No.
There is like 6 guitar players, then a couple bass.
That's because, like, the original ones did Freebird. Their brothers who took over for them don't know how to play it, so they just
Yeah.
got to hire a whole band.
I think I saw the clown from Slipknot hitting on a keg.
Oh my God. On the corner of Craycroft and 22nd, there's a guy in a clown mask standing with a Freddy claw just at the corner.
Smart. I mean,
Just fucking standing there.
he's getting his genres all mixed up, but we'll forgive it. I'm Pennywise, bitch.
If that's how you get
Scared
your
the shit out of
rocks
some lady
off,
who wasn't
you know?
paying
If
attention.
that's how you get
Oh,
your rocks.
You were
That's
talking,
just-
I couldn't hear you.
If that's what you want to do all day. It was a nice day out.
More,
It
you
was
know
beautiful.
what? It's a beautiful day
I think
for
we
scaring
mentioned
children.
it a couple weeks ago because it was not on the show, but like to Jack maybe, because he was standing there waving, and this lady was on her phone walking right by him, didn't even see him. Or it was the video you sent
Yeah,
me.
it was a video.
She walked past him, went up and hit the crosswalk button, didn't see this clown standing there, and then she like looked up from her phone and was like,
Good God.
It was
That's
hilarious.
Cue the fucking ambulance.
And I got it all on the records.
Fuck yeah. See on TikTok, you old bitch.
Mind you, we are recording. It's still not Halloween yet.
I'm not going to include any of that, so it's fine.
Oh, that was some of
Suck my
best stuff.
dick.
But we're
Suck
back for our 1-year
Fuck.
anniversary.
it. Just keep going. Make it worse.
You can edit me out.
Yeah, just cut me off right here. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just keep making noises. over here.
I'm a T-Rex. We're back for our 1-year anniversary discussing, again, Tammy and the T-Rex. Now that we know what the fuck we're doing.
not
Isn't
Tanny?
it Tanny?
Not
Tanny and
Tanny?
the Teenage T-Rex?
Tanny and the Teenage T-Rex is only the title if you watch this super cool restoration from this found 35 millimeter, because this movie is rated R, or it would have been rated R, but it was cut to pieces to be made PG-13. So all the fun stuff that we liked, where Ben was like, "What's happening?"
They
Dude,
left it on the
I had to
all that
cover
was
my
cut
eyes.
out for the PG-13 version.
Oh,
Yeah.
for the Tanny version.
For Tammy and the T-Rex.
Oh.
Now, Tanny and the Teenage T-Rex, which is a longer title, just happened to be the title that was on the 35 millimeter copy that Vinegar Syndrome found when they were
Okay.
restoring it. So I'm sure it was either a typo or an original title. They call her Tammy through the whole movie.
Does the
so
PG-13 have a striptease at the end?
I don't think.
How
it
would
probably
they end
does.
it? How would they end it
Yeah.
No,
otherwise?
I think it does. I've watched it once. I watched it once a couple years ago on Amazon, and then I saw this.
I mean, it's like
version.
it's
It stops
risque, but
before
it's
she
not.
takes-
There's no
There's-
nerves.
But there's
Yeah.
like alcohol and then
You
But
can have
literally,
alcohol in
literally,
PG-13?
it's 8 minutes shorter, and it cuts
and
out
he
all the gore.
comes.
And he doesn't physically come.
He fucking jizzes.
He's got a brain orgasm.
That's.
I mean, isn't that better?
I wouldn't know.
I mean,
don't
he
know.
shoots electricity.
I'm not that smart.
He shoots electricity. That's kind of like coming.
That's a fucking Emperor Palpatine.
Unlimited power! Coming!
Are you ready? Do it.
Join me, Luke. Join me in the circle, Jack.
Ah, finally, our circle is complete.
We've just been doing a Dutch rudder.
I took off my robot arm and filled in a spot with it.
So
I finally have somebody to sit here and watch with me.
just stare at while we're going off.
I wouldn't be shocked if
Fucking
halfway through
weirdos.
this recording, Whitney just gets up and leaves Ben here to sit there and take it.
I'm surprised she hasn't divorced me yet. She's like, I don't want to do the podcast. I'm like, you don't have to. She's like, no, I'm leaving you.
No, I'm going to leave. That's the easiest way for me to do this.
So yeah, I figured we'd revisit this because I really enjoyed this movie. The first episode is rough. It's not available right now. I pulled off a couple of the really early ones when I literally would start, like I did on this episode, with going, I'm not sure how to start a podcast.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, who has a good losing their virginity story, really? I mean, same thing. I want to hear it from
I
you.
do.
Would you sleep with Mick Jagger?
I mean, he was there.
Is that Kobe Smulders?
but yeah, I love this movie, and I thought, 1 year, almost to the day, but you know how days change every year. So.
Yeah.
But
That's
1
what I've
year,
heard.
we haven't missed an episode. We haven't missed a week. Our first season is over 50 episodes because we've done extra episodes.
Yes, we
It's
have.
the most consistent thing in my life.
I'm going to say this is technically our season finale.
Yeah.
There we
All
go.
right.
All right. Here
Season
we go.
1.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Wrap it up.
Thank you guys. Have a great night.
Fix it and post.
Dude, I'm thinking about frosting my tips for season 2.
Ooh.
You know it's a podcast, right? No one can see your hair.
I was going
I was
to gain
gonna
weight.
frost my tips on my pubes. And no one's gonna see
Oh,
that anyway.
we'll
but
make
that was
sure we
just-
see that.
It's the confidence
That's
that it
for our
brings me.
OnlyFans. I'm just going to come back and gain a bunch of weight.
Yeah.
Have a tan.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and lose weight since we're going on a cruise.
Ooh, yeah.
But anyway, this movie, Tammy and the T-Rex, or Tanny and the Teenage T-Rex. I like Tammy and the T-Rex. It's shorter.
Yep.
Came out December 21st, 1994. Probably in a theater, but I couldn't find any box office info, so I doubt it.
Probably super limited theaters.
If it was theatrical at all, it was a couple theaters. It was probably direct to video.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Shrug.
I mean, I had never heard of this before I knew you. That's a big fact. I mean, this is in my life because you are in my life.
There's probably a lot of people
Aw.
around who are like, I've never heard of these terrible things until I met you, and I kind of wish I hadn't. So
I didn't say that last part.
I told Melissa about it today, and she was like, "I've never heard of it."
Not shocking.
Melissa's never heard of any movie. She wants to come on the podcast.
She-
She wants to come
She's
on the
never heard
podcast,
of
and I'm
any
like,
movie.
you have to watch a movie, and she's like, I could just be there.
No, you can't.
How it works.
This is true.
I'll adapt.
Although it
Yeah,
might be
they're
funny.
like, I'll
We'll just
remember
be talking
the plot
about.
while you say it.
We'll be talking about something like this, and she'll just be like, "What the fuck are you guys talking
Yeah,
about?"
just the whole time. What was that we just watched? It's like a T-Rex talking to a girl.
So this film,
So wait, are you saying a girl fucked a dinosaur?
Somebody in this movie's saying that.
Yes, he
Yeah.
is.
I mean,
our celebrity guest.
it's,
Hence-
Celebrity guy.
it's a
Kaiser rules.
Oh,
mechanical
he's here.
claw.
Bring him out. Terry Kaiser.
Unfortunately, he's
not.
practicing
Bring him
for Weekend at Bernie's 3, and he's very method, so he's not going to say anything.
But he's sitting right there next
Put my
to Jack.
sunglasses on him real quick.
He's just flopping his head back and forth between Jack and Whitney.
Nobody play calypso music.
Ooh.
That's how you get a zombie Bernie.
You want a mess? That's how you get a mess.
Boop, 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 boop. I can't do it. Not the
Steel
bongos.
drums?
The
Steel
steel drums.
drums.
There we
It's
go.
really hard to vocalize steel drum.
You're not wrong.
That's why they put it in a
sounds
subtitle at the
racist.
bottom of the screen. I can't even words right now.
So this film,
It's a good thing we're not doing a podcast.
this film, as it
Dude.
were, if it's a film,
It's a movie.
is directed by a man named Stewart Raffill, who
Fake
directed
name.
other classics, written and directed by Stewart Raffill, by the way, who directed other classics such as Mac and Me
Ooh.
and
piece
Mannequin
of
on
candy.
the Move.
That's the second one.
That's the second one,
That's the worst one.
which also has Bernie in it.
You know, it's the worst mannequin. It's the second one. And the first one's pretty bad.
He also directed The Philadelphia Experiment, which is cool. Just believe me.
Yeah, I will.
And he wrote a movie that we're going to be doing in the future with a guest who's going to join us, Passenger 57.
Oh, yeah.
He wrote that.
We're getting Willie Snipes?
No.
Oh.
Our
This is
guest
gonna
wants
be-
to watch Passenger 57.
Okay.
Also, Willie. What are you mixing him up with his character from fucking
Yes. Willie Mays Hayes.
baseball movie?
Major League.
Major League. Thank you.
Yeah.
Jack and I have we love baseball movies.
I love baseball movies.
What about Angel in the Outfield?
That's a great one.
Angels?
Joseph
Rookie of the
Gordon-Levitt.
Year.
Wasn't
Rookie of
he-
the Year is pretty good. Funky Butt Lovin'. I mean, it's not good. I like it.
It
Funky
does
Butt
have.
Lovin' is a movie.
No, Funky Butt Lovin' is the big line from Rookie of the
Yes.
Year.
Okay.
It also
Sorry, I was
has
like,
Tom
that sounds
Berenger in it.
Great.
No, wait,
Also-
that's Major League.
Major League has Tom Berenger,
Gary Busey.
Gary Busey,
Gary Busey.
Daniel Stern.
Yeah. This movie stars Denise Richards and Paul Walker before they were people. Denise Richards, 23 years old. She'd done a handful of TV before this. Right before this, she was on an episode of Beverly Hills 90210. You care?
Speaking role?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
kind of care a
Yeah,
little.
she had a speaking role.
Yes, she did.
She even had a name. I don't remember what it was, but she had one.
She
don't
had one.
remember.
She was someone's sister at a wedding.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't know. We watched that one like 6 months ago.
Ian
Yeah.
wanted to
In and
dupe
out, dude.
her.
Yeah, Ian Ziering was trying to dupe her.
Oh, who would?
But you know who was duping her at the time? Her co-star in this movie, Paul Walker.
Good for him.
She was 23, he was 21. They're banging, and they made a movie about a T-Rex banging her.
Yes.
So he might be cinema's greatest cuckold then. I want to watch a T-Rex do it.
It's like just like Shakespeare, man. This movie is just like written by Shakespeare.
Just like Shakespeare.
I mean, they could teach courses.
Did it come
on
out during the
this.
summer?
No, it came out in December.
Okay.
So
Damn.
I do have a question. Did this movie get made all because somebody had a functioning T-Rex?
From what
Absolutely.
I understand, yes. Like it was. You probably know more, but I'll give you what
Yeah.
I know, which is a whole bunch of nothing. But there was like a T-Rex traveling through, and they had X amount of time with it. It's like we got to throw a movie around this animatronic T-Rex, and then it's gone out of our lives.
Okay.
So a guy who owned some theaters, like movie theaters in South America, had this animatronic T-Rex for 2 weeks.
For why?
It was moving to a park in Texas? Question mark.
For why?
I don't know.
For like an
These
exhibit?
are all the mysteries that we will never solve. You know,
Jurassic
we need
Park.
to call Robert Stack.
Yes, Jurassic Park famously filmed in Texas.
Yeah.
We need to call Robert Stack to solve these mysteries. That's all I'm saying. But
I have him on-
viewers,
I have him
I
in
am
my
asking you
phone.
for your
well, he's
help.
dead. So
Oh
hopefully he
no,
Yeah, I have
that's
him-
a bummer for me. That's one mystery that's solved.
But yeah, this guy had this T-Rex for 2 weeks. He got a hold of Stewart Raffill, and basically he was like, hey, let's make a movie, but we got to make it before the end of the month because I only have this T-Rex for 2 weeks. And so Stewart Raffill was like, sounds like a plan, and then they did.
I mean, for that, everything you just said, this movie's so good for that.
He came up with the idea, and he was writing the script as they were shooting.
You
Oh,
could-
so it was like Bruce Willis and
Die
Die Hard.
like Bruce
kind
was
of.
playing jazz.
It's kind of like Die Hard, except for with a dinosaur and no buildings and no terrorists and less death.
Less cocaine. Some cocaine.
But Bubby, come on.
Baby.
There was probably some cocaine.
We're gonna fuck this town in half, you and I. Come
Paul
on,
Walker's
Hans.
in this movie. Terry Kaiser's in this movie. You're telling me there was no cocaine?
There's some cocaine in this movie.
But yeah, so that's fun. So they made a movie because they could.
Yeah. And besides, I think like
yeah,
what, 3
they had
people,
just the right amount of time.
3 actual actors in this movie. Everybody else is just like a version of people we know.
Yeah.
Actual actors.
Actual actors.
Well,
Like they have
Terry Kaiser's a real actor, kind of. The girl that plays Helga, whose name I have here, I'll get to later.
when I say
She's been in more than one movie.
Oh, really?
Paul Walker, Denise Richards have been in more than one movie.
Yeah, Paul Walker was like
Well,
5
but, like,
down
at
on the list.
time?
really.
At the time, they hadn't been in shit. Terry Kaiser
what I
was like
was
the only one who'd
thinking.
done
Oh
anything.
no, sorry. I say real actor. When I say that, I mean like you have a profile
Oh, like
picture
yeah,
on
yeah.
IMDb.
Yeah, like you're real.
You know, you're real.
You're
you
real.
made it, dude.
It's not just the movie that we just watched.
You
It's
pay
your
you
profile
pay your
picture.
Screen Actors
Yeah.
Guild dues.
I was just like, they were fucking big back then. I was like,
No, they were nobody.
No, this is way before Paul Walker was even throwing footballs for Varsity Blues.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because I mean, before what was I mean,
He was in
obviously
Varsity Blues. I thought that was Vanderbeek.
Yeah,
he's also
Vanderbeek
involved
takes
in
over.
Varsity Blues.
He plays
Oh.
Lance that gets his knee busted up.
I haven't seen it since high school.
Yeah.
Me
So
neither have I. I
Paul
just love
Walker, Varsity Blues, Pleasantville.
Uh-huh.
He was like the douchebag. I think a lot of them.
He was
were, but-
unpleasant.
Hey, I think he always plays a douchebag, except for in Fast and Furious, and he's still
That's
playing a
still a
douchebag.
dude.
You know what? That's just his face.
That is just his face.
That's
Are you
just his face.
Are you telling me it's just his face?
He's got RDF. He's got resting douche face. It's not his fault.
And
That's
then
what
Denise
happens when you're
Richards. Denise Richards, in case anybody doesn't know out there, she's been in a ton of movies. But for me, I'm going to list my top movies:
Go ahead.
Starship Troopers,
Uh-huh.
Wild Things,
Uh-huh.
Oh,
and
dude,
then
Wild
of
Things
course,
is so
The World
good.
Is Not Enough, where she
She plays
plays
a
nuclear
scientist.
physicist Christmas Jones.
Oh.
Christmas Jones sounds like a fighter, not a scientist played by Denise
Christmas
Richards.
Jones and
wait. Singing's my thing. Knock it off. Just kidding. That's solid work.
This movie cost an estimated $1 million to make, and I don't know how much it made, but it was probably less than that.
How many Academy Awards did it win?
7.
Is the
approximately,
It was actually.
approximately 80.
It might have been more. I think it won more than Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Wow.
Well, wait, I wish we knew off the top of our head what the best movie of the year was this year, 92 or 4.
1994. I was gonna say Schindler's List, but I think that's 90. I don't know.
I think
I
that was
could have gotten
3.
more dinosaurs. How many more dinosaurs would this pen have gotten?
When was
It's real
Jurassic
hard to
Park?
make jokes
This
about
is gonna
Schindler's
sound like
List.
very Zoomer of me, but when was Jurassic Park?
Before this.
Jurassic Park was 92. 2.
Okay, yeah. I was just like,
That would be The Lion
this one
King.
looks so rough.
Oh, you had no
No.
chance, Paul Walker.
Best animated feature, maybe. Best picture was Forrest Gump,
Yeah.
94.
Oh, you still had no
It's-
chance, man.
It goes The Lion King, Forrest Gump, True Lies, and Santa Claus.
If I was going anywhere, I was a dinosaur.
Oh, so those were the nominated ones.
I'm a
says
dinosaur,
I'm
man.
not a
domestic
smart
box
man,
office.
Jenny,
Oh.
but I know what dinos is.
Dinosaur, man.
Dino DNA.
Dude.
Dino DNA.
Dino DNA.
But yeah, so
Gen
Forrest
A.
Gump won Best Picture that year, also featuring a dinosaur. Well, he was a little slow.
His brain was at the speed of a dinosaur.
He had the brain of a T-Rex. Maybe this T-Rex.
Maybe a brachiosaurus. They're
It
like
hit my
peanuts.
buttocks.
Something
So-
jumped up and bit me. It might have been a dinosaur.
He was in Vietnam. It seems like a place with dinosaurs.
I mean, if I was a dinosaur, I'd be in Vietnam.
Or Costa Rica, apparently.
Yeah, probably Costa Rica.
Although there's a lot of hurricanes there. Every
to Vietnam
Jurassic
it
Park
is.
movie, there's a fucking hurricane. So
How did dinosaurs fight against hurricanes?
they punched?
Yep.
They
I
hunkered
was just like,
down.
did they just fucking they just all perished?
They went inland.
They
No,
did.
they
Time.
just.
And yes, spoiler, all the dinosaurs did
Okay,
die.
yeah, but
Not
like,
all of them. We still have alligators.
No, barely.
We still have birds.
Oh,
Ask
come
Alan
on.
Grant.
I will.
Mr. Sam Neill.
Oh God,
I almost
bless
did
that
it
man.
again.
Sam, what did you, Sam
I
Elliott?
kept saying Sam Elliott. Yeah, Mr. Sam Neill. Anyway.
Clever girl.
Oh man, Sam Elliott as fucking Muldoon.
Well,
That
dude,
would've been awesome.
great, man.
Rewrite.
I'm just gonna CG him in. I'm gonna pull a George Lucas special edition
I'm gonna
Jurassic
Carrie
Park.
Fisher that man.
So we start with some stripper cheerleaders, Denise
Yes,
Richards
we
and her
do.
I
friends.
mean,
Dude,
Ben,
that
what
was-
did you ask?
that. Why are they dressed like that?
But the first question was, is this college or high school?
Yeah, like because like yeah, like how fucking old are like
No-
she had like it looked like it could have been like a stripper outfit.
Yeah, no teacher or any elder person at a school should allow this to happen.
Yeah,
Like
that
this,
was
you
insane.
should walk by like,
That
all
was
right,
insane.
cheerleading shut down.
And like she was the worst of it, but they were trying to put the attention on her.
Mhm.
But like some of the other ones were pretty gnarly too, and I was like, how fucking
That's how
old
the
are they supposed
cheerleaders
to
were
be?
dressed at my school.
She was also
Like that?
Yeah.
Still,
Yeah.
Oh,
They had her looking around like she wasn't quite sure of her steps. I think they did that to cover up how uncoordinated she is in dancing.
hey, I'll tell you what.
Oh,
I
yeah.
did that. I rewatched Buffy. I told you recently.
Yeah.
In the beginning of that has cheerleading. She's the worst one because everybody else around her is hired because you're a cheerleader.
Yeah.
So they make her look worse.
Yeah.
She's could not dance.
No.
She might be able
no,
to
we'll
now.
see
I
it.
don't know, but so yeah, cheerleading strippers, and they're doing it is more of a stripper routine than a cheerleader routine. But again, that's what my cheerleaders did.
That's
so.
what my cheerleaders did too.
Like they were coming out there, and I was just like, "Where's the chain which you pull with the water?"
She's a maniac, dinosaur.
I mean, you know what? They never say that it's high school. We assume that it's high
T-Rex
school.
roar.
Yeah,
Dude,
I
she
guess
said
I
she
guess we
had
are
to
making
go to
some assumptions.
sociology.
Yeah, she said she had to go to sociology, which is not a high school.
I mean, like it
No,
sounds
that's
it's so
true.
vague that like maybe the intention
But
was
this
that
is
like
Beverly
it could
Hills.
be either.
I
you know
mean-
what though? Caveat: I say sociology isn't a high school class. We all went to school in Arizona.
So we don't
Like,
know.
ranked
We are
49th.
some of
Yeah,
the
we don't
worst.
know. We're losing to
So-
Alaska.
Dude, I heard that all through high school that we were one of the worst
We're
states
losing
for
to
it from my
Alabama.
teachers.
Yeah, we are.
We always rotate between 49th and 50th. That's fine. We're not always.
Wait,
second
we got
best.
50
So-
states now?
I think we're higher than a lot, but we're definitely
That's
like
what
lower
the
10.
stars are for.
We're way worse than I thought.
So then we meet Paul Walker. He's a footballer. He's wearing
Rest
a little
in
half shirt
pictures.
showing his
I love me that
non-abs.
90s half shirt. Oh, they painted those abs on.
That's
No,
why I said
God
non-abs. Yes, rest in pictures. Paul Walker crashed into a tree. They should have done that in the movies.
Yeah.
I still stick by it.
I
Not
agree.
into a tree, but like they should have killed him.
Yeah, they should have like
Oh, for Fast
yeah.
and Furious?
Yeah.
Yeah, because now you have like every time that they have like a big family problem, they're like, "Hey, where's the?" I don't even know the fucking character's name.
Brian?
Paul Walker's wife, girl, the girl, fucking Dom's sister. God damn it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mia. Now you have her there, and
Family.
she's not a fucking trained FBI agent. They're like, well, Brian's with the kid. Why?
He is the FBI agent.
He's an FBI agent. I'll watch the kids.
Is that really what they fucking did?
Yeah. Oh,
he
100%.
wanted to get out of the life. I watched the first 8.
Which, look,
I
if you want to
didn't.
get, like, I
For some
talked
reason.
about it with the roommate and said he's getting a happily ever after. But the problem is now you can't have her in those movies anymore.
No.
Because now it's not a happily ever after. You're just making it that he's lost his touch.
He's happily ever after unless his wife dies in this horrible fucking
Exactly.
accident.
Luckily, she's immortal.
Well, they all are, right?
They all are.
Except for him.
I mean,
They're
isn't-
superheroes. Well, oh.
That's what happens when your family bonds.
That's right.
are
He's
so
still there
strong.
though. They have his brother play him in some of them or something.
Uh-huh.
Right? Yeah. Fuck that. Anyway, we meet him. He's going to football practice because they lost or something. That doesn't really matter. Then we also meet Byron, who is played by a man named Theo Forsett.
He's the one of the few black guys in this movie.
He is your
One
your
of two?
token.
One of
Oh,
two.
well,
One
one
of
of the
three.
dancers. One of the dancers.
One
in
of
the
3.
Game.
Oh, there was a girl dancing there was a cheerleader that was black too.
Yeah.
So there are 4 black people in this movie. 2 of them are related and have speaking lines.
And the last name is Black.
Yes.
So
And then what's the other special thing about fucking Theo or
Byron, he's also gay.
There
So
you
you're
go.
hitting-
Very, very 90s gay.
Very
Oh,
90s
yeah.
trope gay.
I mean, this is gay people just were existed.
Don't bend over.
I mean,
Yeah,
the
we
movie,
get that joke.
Yeah, you get all kinds of just
The,
tasteless
the,
ones.
the best thing about them making him a gay character is the outfits they get to put him in because they're like a gay guy would wear this, and they
Uh-huh.
are awesome.
Yes,
Oh,
they
Some of-
are.
dude, they're some of the best
no,
suits.
Credit to
awesome
the-
is not the right word. It's fabulous.
Credit to the actor, man. I didn't unlike him. Like I liked his performance a lot.
yes.
Yeah, it was good, and he made a lot of the like, oh, we're just girls kind of jokes or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Just
But
be one of the sisters.
and so Tammy gives Paul Walker. I'm gonna go back and forth a lot. 'cause
Oh,
I got
yeah.
Tammy and Michael and Paul and Denise and who
I'll
cares?
probably be doing the actors' names.
Yeah.
Tammy's just easier to say than Denise Richards. It's so many
Yeah.
less syllables.
Just
Denise.
Christmas Jones.
So Christmas Jones gives Brian from Fast and Furious this rose back that he gave her, and
Little
she's
bracelet
like,
attached to the
yeah,
bottom.
and she's like, I can't take this because I had a boyfriend who's obsessed with me, and he's a murderer, and he's gonna come murder you if you give me stuff. And so Paul Walker proceeds to eat the rose because it's adorable.
It's adorable.
Yeah, I still don't get it except for
Well, it sets
He's
up.
just trying to be cutesy.
I know it's Chernobyl's chainsaw,
Yeah.
but
That's it. It's just setting up. I mean, like what else would you have him do? Just put it in his pocket like a weirdo?
Slam it on the ground and be furious about it.
be
No.
like,
I
you
like that.
take this
I took
fucking
this
flower
rose,
and
I
you
threw it
like
on the
it.
ground. And then the boyfriend shows up, Billy.
Billy,
Oh, Billy.
little Billy.
No,
Oh,
he's
Billy.
Mr. Blink 182 in my eyes.
Mixed
It-
with David Duchovny.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
like who's the whiny one from Blink-182? Tom
Yeah.
and David
Tom
Duchovny.
DeLonge?
Yeah, it's like Tom and David Duchovny merged in
Yes.
like some kind of weird time cop.
Oh my God,
thing.
they're both aren't they both like convinced there's aliens?
Yeah.
yeah.
Didn't Tom DeLonge quit doing music to find aliens?
Yes.
And then David Duchovny went to him.
Because
He's
of
like,
this movie.
"Hey Tom, did you see that over there? That sure was crazy." And then Tom's like, "It was Mulder. I mean David."
Did you notice?
was!
Did you notice all the small things? You got to quit singing to me, dude, please. It's the Blink-182 files.
X182 files.
Truck would hate this episode.
I like X182. Oh, Chuck don't listen.
Yeah, Truck would hate it.
Oh, I accidentally called him Truck. He's like, that's my name now.
Truck.
So that's what I call him on the podcast.
I've seen him out of the shower.
Chuck the Truck. That's a different movie.
I don't need to
So-
know this.
So Billy shows up and he gets in Paul Walker's face and they tussle and they have this high school fight. It's not a good fight, but it's a high school fight.
I'm wondering
right?
where the
So-
football players are. You know, like a
Yeah.
lot of high school movies or college
I've
movies
never
even.
seen a football player get in a fight without having at least his fucking
Well,
linebacker.
Where are
with-
the asshole? Like, aren't these the asshole bullies of the school usually?
Paul Walker's
know?
a little
They're-
skinny
they-
Weasley one.
we
He's the
learned.
kicker, all right?
Yeah, they never say
bullshit.
what
That's
he is.
quarterback abs.
Yeah, that quarterback painted those abs on. But they're getting a fight and fucking Billy grabs Paul Walker's dick. And so Paul Walker grabs Billy's dick and they're just squeezing dick.
He like punches that button in though with his thumb.
Oh
And
yeah,
we-
he went out
like,
into
it
any.
punches that button.
Ooh.
And we get a line from Byron and he's like, "Oh, those are good moves."
I'm taking notes.
And also during this fight, there's these two girls who end up being somewhat important that are friends of Billy's.
Yeah, the blonde one is thirsty as fuck for.
Oh, yeah, she is.
She's thirsty for
All of
Billy
it.
and for flesh, like for
Yeah.
blood.
Yes.
She is out for blood during this fight. She is screaming her
Dude,
head off.
they
Oh,
were
She's
going
yeah.
bad
Derrick's
shit.
fucking dick off, Billy.
She is a pro dick tears
Yes.
and pro murder.
Pro
Yes.
ball twist.
You
She's
better shut
pro-
your mouth.
Yeah, she loves a good dick sweat.
She is played by a woman named Siobhan Durkin, which is
Uh-huh.
a crazy name.
I love it.
She was in Leprechaun 2 as Bridget. She's the love interest who the leprechaun ends up killing and then impersonating when the kid comes to the house. And then the kid goes into the garage and the leprechaun has this projection of the girl and she's taking off her shirt.
Oh, and he walks right into it.
And
it's-
it's you don't see it obviously, but you see like he's seeing boobs, but it's actually lawnmower blades.
Oh.
The kid
Yeah.
puts his face right into
That's
it.
a solid kill.
Yeah, no, it's a good time.
Damn.
That's like the only good kill in the entire Leprechaun franchise.
There's some better kills than this.
Yeah. Oh, way better. There's more blood in this movie than in all 6 Leprechaun movies.
Who do you think has better kills? This movie or Friday the 13th 7?
This movie because there was blood.
Yeah, you got to see it. I mean, sometimes to a fault, but you get to see it.
And those movies and also in part 7 that we did, go back and check that out. Friday the 13th, part 7, : The New Blood.
Both with Terry Kaiser.
Yes.
Yes.
Those kills are also more just like Jason sticks an implement into someone and moves on.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And you don't even get to see it.
Except for that one time he crushes a kid's head.
But he basically just goes figuratively aisle through aisle of a hardware store grabbing a different murder implement each time.
Yeah, he levels up each one.
He does
which
not
was
use
cool.
the same one twice. Like he is not a good
Sometimes he levels laterally,
thrifty
but-
person.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It was, if we could see you would have really loved it because
Because there's
you
no
did-
violence.
you-
You're just
It's just-
disappointed. It's the most disappointing horror movie.
You
So
get
don't
the-
get to see
Kinda.
anything.
it's like like, you know, you have the imposed nudes where you're not naked, you have like a sheet
Oh.
around you. It's like that.
Implied.
Thank you,
Implied. I was
It's like implied murder.
You said imposed nudes. I was thinking like deep fakes.
Yeah,
Speaking
that's
of,
what I was thinking
speaking of
too.
X-Files, like all those fake Gillian Anderson nude
Yeah.
photos people kept trying to put out there.
Like the Carrie Fisher ones I made.
Yeah. Send that to me. So the cops show up at this.
Alexa, make me naked boobies, please.
Alexa, stop.
AI, it's
Oh,
a
I
blessing
forgot
and
they
a
had
curse.
Yeah, we have it.
So the cops arrive within seconds of this fight breaking out, even though cell phones don't exist. And these two cops get out who are like the redneck cops, Neville and Norval.
Yeah.
Neville
One
or
of you-
Norval, played by a recognizable actor at least, Buck Flower, George Buck Flower, who he's Red the bum in Back to the Future. He's only at the very end of the movie. He's sleeping on the bench. He's the one that's like, "Oh, you drunk drivers," when
Yeah.
Marty crashes the car into the movie theater. He's also in They Live as one of the drifters. I believe he's the one that's always watching the broadcasts and everybody's complaining about headaches and he's like, you turn this shit off. Like,
Yeah.
I always thought he was going to be an alien.
One
he
of
wasn't, or
one
whatever
of
they are.
these two here asked if he was in an episode of like what was it, the
Dukes of Hazzard, yeah.
and I don't think so, but he definitely has that look to him.
Both of them. Norval.
Yeah.
No, Neville.
Neville.
I'm
Neville's
Neville.
the nameless one. Norval's the one, Buck Flower.
The
Sheriff Black keeps getting it wrong, too.
That guy,
Yeah.
the like pudgier one.
Yeah.
They both look like they could have been on Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh, for sure.
Redneck cops in California.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
where they belong. So yeah, they break up the fight. They're trying to pull them apart, and it's like, oh, we got one of them there testicular standoffs.
Oh, a common thing you see, sir? Is this we got us a code
That's what I was about
419.
to say. Grab the fucking walkie-talkie. Code 42, testicular standoff.
Here's a code
Dude.
42. It's a bad one. You hear that? They got a dick standoff down there, 25th and
Let's go.
First.
Bring the popcorn.
Someone's
to the dick
standing on a
standoff.
dick. Yeah, bring popcorn. We always bring popcorn to
Dude,
crime scenes
with,
in this town.
with the way they reacted later on in the movie, like they must have seen so much dumb shit. The whole like their whole careers must have been just full of the dumbest Dukes
You
of,
have no
Dukes
idea
of
what I've
Hazzard
seen.
esque
Or-
crimes.
or even-
Yeah, insert dick grabbing.
yeah.
Or even the Hillbillies.
Oh yeah,
Beverly
the Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they pull him apart, and Billy is like wincing and stuff, and Paul Walker's just standing there, and one of them, I think, is Norval, is like, "What? You ain't got no dick, boy?"
I was
Yeah.
wearing a cup.
Yeah. What?
Okay. So dude just thought that you were hard. Like, oh, he's got one of those fear boners. I've
Look,
heard so
I'm
much
grabbing
about.
his dick and it just feels like a round, hard lump. That's what dicks feel like,
No,
right?
he was squishing just the pants. Like you could see. It was
He's
Well,
that-
obviously, he's not
pants.
grabbing his dick. It's 1994. That's
He's
terrifying.
that homophobic though. He's like, I don't want to actually touch the dick.
Well, he's never felt someone else's flaccid dick before because he's so straight and
He's
had.
like, this feels like my dick.
This is what I got going. I'm good, right?
That's what it feels like when you put it in.
He's just pinching the nutsack.
I mean, there's
Just
no
giving
way
it a
this
little-
guy's good in
Just
bed.
giving it a little twitch.
And then we meet
Oh God.
the two biggest stars of the movie, the animatronic T-Rex
Yeah.
and Terry Kaiser.
Yeah.
Give a little golf clap to that. Welcome back, Terry Kaiser.
Welcome back,
He's
Derrick.
playing Dr. Gunther Wachenstein.
Oh, from Germany sometimes.
I was going to say, I just did a way better accent than he's ever done.
Absolutely.
He's either German, Italian,
It vacillates
from New Jersey.
Every now and then he goes a little Dracula. I'm going to put the brain in the T-Rex. He is all over the fucking globe.
He is.
Just spinning it and putting his finger out and like, all right, now I'm back to German.
It's when you cut and restart. He couldn't find that accent again, so he's like, "And we'll just do this one now."
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. That's the one.
But they didn't have time for him to do that. They're like, we're rolling. And he's like, I'll get it halfway through. It's fine.
It's fine.
We're going to need a brain to put in that boy's body or something like that. I'll reverse that.
I think I mentioned in one of the other ones with Terry Kaiser, because he's been in a couple we've done. But
Yeah.
he's also in a movie called Surf 2. The last one, I think it's called. The one I told you guys about.
We've talked about
It's
this
Surf
on an
2,
episode.
The second part, it says something about the second part of the trilogy, but
It's
the only one that exists.
and only.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. I think he's also a mad scientist in that. And then we also meet Helga.
Uh-huh.
who
Dr.
is-
Bondage.
Yes, Dr. Bondage, who is played.
Delicious.
I don't know her name. I thought I had it here,
She's
but
fucking cute, man. The outfits just do it for her, too.
she's gorgeous. She
Yeah.
plays. She's also in Napoleon Dynamite
right?
as Eileen.
I just haven't seen enough to remember that.
So
Yeah.
it's not the crush of Napoleon.
No, because she's in Waterworld.
Correct. It's not her. It's the other
Oh.
girl.
The other one that looks like
Yeah.
she's from the 80s.
I have to watch it again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah.
have
Shit.
to.
I remember that. That's
I had
fucking
that
crazy. That's the same lady.
movie.
And we also meet Bobby, who is played by John Franklin. He's the scientist's assistant.
Uh-huh.
Assistant? He's his assistant. And he is. John Franklin was in Children of the Corn
He played
as
Isaac.
Isaac, a child, not 30.
Spoilers for Tammy the T-Rex. He's out of this movie too soon.
He
Yeah.
is.
Well,
He's
at least he gets
terrible,
killed. He doesn't
and
just
I
disappear.
love it. Yeah, true.
He also played Cousin It in the Addams Family.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
that you would know.
Thought I recognized that meat.
he's not a very tall person, so
I need to get ice out of the freezer. Can you help?
no.
I can't reach. So we also have big tough guy Carl is the other guy. Coral.
He'll be referred to as Coral.
And they're testing the T-Rex, the robot T-Rex's strength and stuff. So like they put some weights in its mouth, and then it's still controlled by Isaac there. So he like throws the weights.
I
So
didn't
this weight
understand
that he's
this.
lifting. Okay, so the barbell is 45, yeah,
Sure.
and those the weights look like
the
25s.
Oh, those are bigger than 25s.
Were they?
Oh, yeah.
I think they were 50.
Trust me, I have never worked out.
I was gonna. Oh, they still.
It was
okay,
probably
maybe.
Doesn't
like-
matter.
So
He
I'll be
throws
honest,
it at
I
a
don't
ti-
think we should be talking about gyms. It's not really our wheelhouse.
No.
I did take weights.
They only had like one plate on either side, and weights are like more expensive by how much they weigh.
More
So, like,
expensive?
It's like sometimes it's like $2 a pound, and then
What the fuck are you talking
More expensive because he's
no, but
English.
like so to cut
How many
costs,
pounds you go all night?
to cut costs, they just got like two really big looking ones, and then they just put them on the fucking bar.
Look, after all that, dude, the only weights I fuck with is Tom weights. That's it.
But like my point
It's
singing
was,
a
It's
song.
just like
The dude
to
was
cut
like-
it doesn't look impressive, but it's just to cut
If
costs.
Tom Waits was in this movie, I'd be happy. Go ahead.
it looked like 150 pounds. He was
Voice of
putting
the
up in the
T-Rex.
dude's hand, in the T-Rex's hand, and he takes it one
In his
handed
mouth.
and chucks it. No, it's his little
It's his
hand
mouth.
because
Oh,
he
it's his
throws
hand.
it.
it
He
was
puts
his
it in his
mouth.
hand and then he like spits it at him.
Yeah, he spits it. The
he
big
does
big
that.
coral puts it in his mouth, and then he spits it at fucking Terry Kaiser. Which so that means that the mad scientist did it because it's
Yeah.
under his fucking control.
And he did it because he's laughing about it. He's like, "Oh, you asshole," because he doesn't like Terry
Gotcha.
Kaiser.
No, he hates him.
Because he doesn't want to put a brain in this T-Rex. He wants to use his computer.
I mean, to his credit, he's probably right.
Yeah, I mean, he seems like he's got a better idea.
He's the one controlling it. He's got control.
I mean, it's a mechanical T-Rex. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're not using a computer to control it,
You don't want to put a brain in there.
You want to put emotions in that
you don't want
thing?
to give him opinions.
But either way, that's introducing the T-Rex. He's alive, almost.
Also, like it's always covered up, and he always wants to see
It's
it.
always
Yeah.
Oh,
covered
you've
up.
got to reveal it every time.
He's just so
What do you-
dramatic.
That's what you're spending all the money for. Oh, wait,
Let
they
me
didn't
see
spend
it.
any
Take
money.
the sheet off.
Okay, put the sheet back on. Take it off again. Yeah.
Now make it make
Sick of this
noise.
sheet.
Now look away.
I want to see it.
Now make it
okay,
look
now
at me.
cover it up again.
Now make
Okay.
it look at you.
Now look at it.
Take it halfway off.
Although
not
that makes
all the
perfect
way.
sense with him and Helga, their whole like sex thing
Yeah.
throughout this whole movie.
Oh yeah.
They're
Oh.
fucking this T-Rex at some point.
Uh-huh.
They're
That's their
trying
plan.
to.
They're gonna fuck a dead body.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
She kisses a dead body. So then we get back and Tammy is calling, Denise Richards is calling Paul Walker to come over to her house. And he is just like, yeah, okay, I'm going to go now.
But
And
he
trying to hang up
flips
the
it though
phone.
because he's brooding at first. She's like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm just laying in bed.
And she is
One day.
red-eyed, clearly been crying.
And as soon as she's like, I just kind of need you right now. And she means like an emotional way. And he's just like, all right, get the condom, the bracelet, wipe off a little dick sweat. I'm headed over.
Good, I was only halfway through.
I washed my balls in the
It-
sink.
well, and he's trying to hang up. He's like, I'm on my way. And she's like, no, I just come over here. I want to say, yeah, I'm coming over there. I'm coming right now. I just really, I
Shut
get
the
it.
fuck up. I'm on my way.
You hang up first. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. God damn it, you hang up.
That's it. I'm not hard.
Dad, I need the car.
Well, now I finished.
Great. You happy? I
It's fine.
yelled
It's a
myself to an
25
orgasm.
minute drive. I'm supposed to be like 18. I can do it again.
Yeah. I'll be right after a nap.
And Wendy, crazy girl, and her friend are driving by Tammy's house as Paul Walker is sneaking into the window. Very not sneakily.
Yeah, not sneaky.
definitely on a ladder.
Well, the
Yeah.
trellis.
He
It's
went
a
up the trellis, yeah, and then he's just like climbing across, like it's fucking missing in action.
Yeah.
And they can see him, and they're like, "Oh," one of them's like, "Let's tell her parents." Then Wendy is like, "No, let's call Billy."
Billy.
I've got a better idea. Murder.
I hear Billy murders people.
Murder makes her
He
moist.
said he was going to kill him, so I think this time he's going to really do it.
Yes.
And I want to be there for that.
Yeah, I just want to be I just want to be present.
I've never seen a person die in real life that I didn't kill.
I've never been to a wildcat park.
Oh, they get there.
Yeah.
So yeah, the dad, like Paul Walker falls in the window, and Dad calls her. And you guys said they have a second line, but
Yeah.
either way, yes, I have texted my kid in the hallway back behind.
Oh,
us.
you betcha. But not in 94.
But yeah, you don't call your parents. These
Do you
parents
want
are
to
like
run up those stairs?
these
No,
parents
you
do.
yell.
Yeah, they're like, Tammy, shut the fuck up.
Tammy, you fucking up there.
I dropped my dictionary.
I mean, you do want to go. Like this dad wants to keep his daughter chaste.
This dad wants his
He
daughter.
runs it. Well, the actor does. He is not playing it cool, buddy. We
Denise
see.
Richards in 1994.
Yeah. You know what,
Everybody
he-
wants.
He
he's-
got to kiss Denise Richards. He had to be her dad, but
He's headed the right way for a dick standoff.
Have a seat right here.
Have a seat. That's your daughter.
She's 23. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
It's
if it
just
is his
incest.
daughter, it's
It's
still-
just incest.
It's just Game of Thrones shit. I started yelling, and now Candy's jumping on me. Like, are you okay? So yeah, they're upstairs making out. Billy comes to the house and just barges into this fucking house.
The wife even says, like, hey, they're back. Like, call the cops. Like, I'll handle this. All 10 of them.
he lets him
I'll
in.
handle this.
He
He
just
pulls the
lets
gun
them
out,
in.
but it's California, so I'm telling you right now, if Zoe had an ex-boyfriend who was a criminal murderer
You're
and he
in.
was bursting into the house,
You'd have the gun at his face.
I'm sure, and I'm definitely not pulling the trigger twice.
Yeah. Look,
Double tap.
I don't have a kid to protect, and if I see this many hoodlums getting out of their car coming towards my door,
Fucking
I'm
hoodlums.
racking in a few rounds.
Yeah, fuck that.
I'm having no part of this, sir.
Paul Walker sneaks out, and Billy comes in, and he's like, "Where is that motherfucker? You can't be with him because you belong to me. Because
Go fuck
women are
yourself."
property."
To this feller,
Yeah.
the worst
And-
type, Whitney. The worst type.
So they end up
Thank
going
you.
to chase him down the street, and he doesn't get in his truck and drive away. He
No.
runs like a fucking idiot.
But he also runs and stays on the road. You are giving these cars every advantage. Jump a bush. Go into a fucking backyard, an alley, somewhere off of the
What?
fucking street.
It's like Shaun of the Dead. What, you've never taken a shortcut?
Yeah, you frame a shortcut. That joke has worked beautifully in Hot Fuzz, and they do the opposite of
Yeah.
it. Anyway, you gotta give
the whole
credit.
fence collapses. Yeah.
Fucking great.
They go they're chasing him, and you can see the crew members in the street hiding behind these cars that are driving away.
Oh yeah, Whitney was playing like a fucking word search, but except instead of words, it was fucking deckhands.
Yeah, this guy is literally crouched behind the Jeep that Wendy and her friend are in, and you can see his walkie-talkie and his floppy hat. And he's definitely been working on a film all day. And while they're driving down the street, there's road flares blocking the side
And orange
streets.
cones.
Yeah. See all the roadblocks.
They weren't even trying. Like, we can see where you blocked it off. That's fine.
It's LA. It happens all the time.
It's Tammy the T-Rex. Nobody gives a shit. Get on. This budget's $1 million.
Fix it in post.
It's definitely somewhere in LA because it was all shot within like 20 minutes of the director's house to save money.
Yeah,
That's another thing I read on the internets. I believe it.
I believe it.
The internet's not always
That
right.
was his
I believe
house.
that one. It might be.
He was
His house that has fields behind it.
Yes.
he owns
This-
the
this
shed.
town.
Have a barn inside of it.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
town with like an orchard and fields right next to a suburban neighborhood, and there's also a wildlife park at the end of the block.
There's an
It's all his
there's
personal
an
shit.
industrial park with R&D going on over here. Like,
with a bar next door.
Who is the city planner of this place?
Me.
So they catch him and they're
Me
beating
on
him up.
Sims.
Yes.
They're catching him and they're beating him up with a bat by not hitting him at all.
Uh-huh.
Like this bat is a foot away from
Oh,
him.
it's a force bat.
It was a rubber bat, and he didn't even want to use it.
Just in case I don't hit him.
They were just like, he's too pretty, don't hit his face.
And we do get a better view of one of his kind of right hand man here, the characters whose name is Weasel that we get
yeah,
later,
we didn't find
Which-
out until he was dead.
until he dies.
No, they called him Weasel to his face.
Oh, did
Well,
they?
I didn't
Okay.
find it out until he was dead.
Sean Whalen is the actor. He's been in The People Under the Stairs.
Yes.
Jury duty.
He was in Jury Duty. He was in Twister. He's in
Uh-huh.
That Thing
oh,
You Do.
Yeah.
He played the
Plays
weasel
Rabbit?
in Suicide Squad.
He was in that
He
thing
did
you
not,
do.
but he might have.
Yeah, he's the fan.
I'm pretty sure the
Yeah.
guy that played the Weasel in Suicide Squad was Sean Gunn's brother, who he kind of looks like.
It's true.
Like the Gunn brothers have the racket.
Uh-huh.
Sean Gunn's like, I'm gonna direct a movie, and his brother, whatever the fuck his name is, something Gunn, is like
James.
I feel like
James. No, James Gunn is the director. You're right. Sorry, Sean Gunn is the brother.
yeah.
Whatever. You know what I mean. They both look the
We
same.
do now.
They look the same.
was
Sean
in
Gunn
Gilmore
is like
Girls.
Sean Gunn is like, I'll do every CG thing you need, and James Gunn is like, yeah, don't worry about that. I got you 12
I will
contracts.
put in so many CG scenes.
Dude, the fucking Guardians of the Galaxy, especially 2 and 3, where it's like, all right, you're doing the mocap for Rocket and for
Groot.
and you get to play whatever his name is with that
Oh,
takes
yeah,
over
yeah.
for Kraglin.
Kraglin.
Their cars couldn't go over
88
Paul
miles per hour.
Walker's running speed.
It's a reverse speed. It's like if this car goes anywhere over 25,
Yeah.
you will blow up.
So they kidnap Paul
Crazy.
Walker after
They were
fake beating him
cats.
up. And they take him to a wild animal refuge in the middle of a city.
Where the fuck is this?
And I'm like, okay, it's a zoo. It's not a zoo. It's literally a open park with wild, large cats
It's
running
just-
around.
6 foot
It's a-
tall.
It's a
chain link
safari
fence.
park, but only things that can kill you.
Well, it's because they put the predators in there with
Oh, so
the
it's
other
a mini
animals.
Australia.
Oh, Carol Baskin's backyard.
That fucking bitch Carol Baskins. Oh God.
Yeah,
I
that
hope he rots in jail.
dude, that bitch Carol Baskins put these large cats in this camp, in this fucking
Yeah.
park or whatever,
That's where her
and then
husband
also
is.
put animals in it for them to eat, but never went back and checked on it or restocked. So they ate all the animals. Now it's just
Fine.
big cats.
She left her husband there.
Yeah, that's what they do. They eat kids that other kids bring in. So Billy and his friends, I say kids as if these people aren't 30.
Oh yeah.
Billy and his friends bring
They have
Paul
kids.
Walker into this park, and they're like, okay, we're just gonna leave him here. That's funny. And they drive off.
Even
basically.
fucking Weasley guys like, wait, should we like take him with us? Like, oh, he'll find his way back eventually. I don't think it's getting lost that's gonna kill him, pal.
Well, you know, because big cats just attack you.
Yeah.
They don't have to be provoked or anything.
Well, if somebody just put him in this thing and didn't feed him,
Well, don't worry. Paul Walker's in here with these large cats. There's a panther, there's a jaguar, or there's a
lion.
cheetah, a panther, and a lion.
Oh
But
my!
they have the male lion, which is not the hunter.
no,
I mean,
but
they-
it's the prettier
But it's
one.
the scarier looking one. Yeah. That's what Simba looks
Are you
like.
saying men are prettier than women?
in
Not always in nature.
and not humans.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
Look at the
nature?
peacock, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
peacocks.
Oh yeah, peacocks.
Female peacocks are just like gray.
Female ducks
Yeah.
are pretty boring. Like female mallards, like with the green head.
I'll tell
The
you,
female
octopi
mallards
got
are
it
just
right.
brown,
Brown.
and like
Brown.
they're like brindle almost. Well,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Brindle. That's a
Kinda.
color.
They're
Isn't that a
they're-
breed
they're
of dog?
freckled.
And
yeah,
no,
they're
it's a
like
pattern
speckled
Oh,
freckle.
on dogs.
Oh, okay.
I can see
It's
that.
like that
Oh yeah,
stripy
birds
dog.
of paradise. they're trying to court these bitches, and then it's just like, what the fuck? She's like a 5, bro.
A brindle on a dog? What did you just say?
Brindle was like, he said that's
Birds
like a
of Paradise. We're talking about the males being prettier.
Keep
They're
up,
like,
Whitney.
He said,
I can't hear him.
he said, he said
sorry.
that's like the Birds of Paradise. They're like, oh, I'm trying to court this girl, and it's like, what, bitch? She's like a 5.
Dude, fucking, what are you doing that dance for, bro?
Bro, get some self-esteem. You're a 10. Look at you.
He's backing that ass up, and he's the brightest in all the land. You know?
As you folks know, we like to have a beer or 3 while we podcast, and sometimes that leads to a not so pleasant morning after, unless we remember to hydrate, people. That's where Liquid IV comes in. Liquid IV is the #1 powdered hydration brand in America, and it's now available in sugar-free with a proprietary zero sugar solution that has no artificial sweeteners. I love using Liquid IV because it comes in convenient little packets you can take with you, makes me feel rejuvenated and hydrated, and best of all, it actually tastes good. Just 1 packet of Liquid IV and 16 ounces of water hydrates you 2 times faster and more efficiently than just water alone, thanks to the 8 vitamins and nutrients it has, and it has 3 times the electrolytes of those other sports drinks. We love Liquid IV so much that we're offering you, our loyal listeners, a steal of a deal. Get 20% off when you grab your Liquid IV Hydration Multiplier, sugar-free, or any other variant at liquidiv.com and use the code WORSTPEOPLE at checkout. That's 20% off anything you order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code WORSTPEOPLE at liquidiv.com.
I still maintain that this park is like a mafia body drop.
Yep.
Yeah, I
You
don't know.
just throw a dead body over. No one's going to know.
And Paul Walker
The walls
does-
aren't that high.
No,
I mean,
they're like 6
they're-
foot tall chain link fence.
But do they move the bones off the roads?
No, you just throw them into the park.
Oh, did you just...
Yeah,
fucking-
that game warden's actually, it's just a clever nickname for bone collector.
That's why it looked like he just had a Jeep with the words Game Warden stuck on the side. It wasn't like an official logo.
Oh
of
shit,
any
someone's
sort.
out there. I got to get my magnet.
The letters are like off-centered and shit. They're not even like in a straight line.
Right?
Like he just like stuck them on there. And Paul Walker gets attacked by a lion and gets quote unquote mauled.
You know what? Credit to this movie. You got $1 million budget, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of bad special effects in this movie. It's not right here. You've got a real lion with a real fucking stunt person.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
sure,
Yeah.
the wig work looks like shit.
Dude,
but
it looked
yeah,
like
but-
gray.
But that fucking lion is right there trying to eat this dude. It's
Yeah.
awesome, man.
That
He's
dude is like-
playing blah, blah,
Yeah.
That dude is like
blah.
holding a steak in front of his throat.
Yeah.
No, he's just he's
writhing.
playing with the
But you-
lion.
I
But
was
you can
happy
see
to
this
not
lion.
see in memoriam.
Yeah.
You can see this lion go to town, like chewing. And when we cut to the hospital after the game warden shows up and blasts this lion with a shotgun,
Uh-huh.
as you would, I guess, Paul Walker has a bruise.
That's it.
Yeah, that was from the baseball bat, not the lion.
No, it was from the punch earlier on in the fight.
Oh, it wasn't even from the baseball bat.
Nope.
Do you think he took any buckshot?
Oh,
at
yeah.
all?
Oh yeah.
That dude was the lion was like on him.
I'd
And
like
that,
to.
and
I'd
that
like
game
to
warden
get.
was like a
him.
solid 50 feet away, just
With
firing
shotgun.
a shotgun.
Yeah, he
I'd
was
like
just
to
like,
get a
I'm
look
not
at that
getting
dick. I bet there's some shot in there.
Dude, I can't imagine there's not holes. in that
Let's
body.
take a look at that penis.
But he is bruised. So at least the lion like really gave him a wallop.
Or it was from
You know?
earlier.
It was
No, I like to think the lion gave him a wallop.
Yeah.
The lion's just fucking
Just
put your dukes up.
yeah.
If I were king of the forest.
Dude, he's a world famous pugilist.
Aw. Who's Scarecrow?
Who
In
wait,
this
what's-
room, who is
has no
Scarecrow?
heart? Derrick.
And who
Yeah.
Scarecrow has no brain.
Oh, I'm such a dummy. It's me.
Still me.
Um,
has no heart, the
I'm an
Tin
empty
Man?
vessel.
yes.
The Tin Man
so
has no
the
heart.
Tin Man is Ben.
And I need oil to run. That's me.
Derrick
heart.
is
Bender.
And I'm the lion because I got hair.
You are the lion.
You look like the lion.
Am I the witch?
The good witch.
So you got
No,
Dorothy
you're
and
Dorothy.
Toto.
You're Dorothy and Candy's Toto.
Well, what's Sedona?
Flying monkey.
So that was a flying monkey.
Does that make Amber the witch?
Oh, no. She could be part of the Lollipop Guild.
No, she's Galinda.
I wouldn't mind taking a lick. Get it?
Oh,
Moving on.
What's going on there? So we go to the hospital And Denise Richards and Byron show up in their Sunday best. Byron is dressed like Assassin's Creed in like Northern Africa.
Oh, I didn't play that one.
And I am 1,000% in love with Denise Richards' outfit. It's straight out of The Craft.
No, that's later.
No,
this
yeah,
one's
this
like
is-
Blossom.
This is Blossom mixed with Stevie Nicks.
That's right. This is Blossom. This is a hospital.
Lots
not
of
a
this is
funeral.
like
tassels.
this is like if Blossom was wearing knee-high boots.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Go
And then
on.
as they're
This
looking,
is 6 from Blossom.
I don't know what that means.
Her friend that was hot.
Yeah, her best friend was named Six.
Okay.
She's
And
not
they're
wrong.
and they're looking for Paul Walker, and as they're asking this head nurse, this guy comes up, and I know this is a
Shot.
joke, but I don't know where it came from or where it went.
It's shot in the chest.
Yeah, bleeding
Twice.
out of his chest, and he's like, "Excuse me, I need help." And the nurse is like, "Can you hold on just a minute, please?" And he just collapses and dies.
I'm happy it's in the fucking
Your
movie.
boyfriend is just down the hall, sweetheart. Girl, nice nails.
Yeah. It's a
Someone
fucking
get a
fun
mop.
part.
I like it. It doesn't make any sense. It's fun.
No, it's not necessary, but it's appreciated.
It is 100% appreciated.
Yeah.
And then in Paul Walker's room, we have his passed out Uncle Bob, who's a drunk, as he himself says later in the movie,
Oh, yeah.
played
I mean,
by
the
John
first step
Goff,
is
who was
admitting.
also in They Live as a nothing character.
He was
kinda
the
like,
fancy man.
Yes, he was the. What'd you say? What are you looking
I'm
at?
pretty sure it's the guy that, yeah, as soon as Piper gets the glasses and starts seeing people for what they are, he's looking at this guy.
He's the guy at the
new-
magazine stand.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's him.
yeah.
But you can tell this guy's a drunk because that's not a flask. That's a canteen.
Yes, it is a
It
canteen.
looks like he's about to go like in an
Ooh.
old school desert fucking safari.
When Byron takes it out of his hand, his hand is like frozen in this open position.
We've all been there and you pass out with a beer.
What the fuck? Well, then you like collapse it. But he
No,
was
he's
just
leaving
like,
it there so you can put it back.
Put it back
Exactly.
in
Maybe you're
there.
just borrowing it for a bit.
He knows he's getting it back.
And then Terry Kaiser and Helga show up at the hospital, and he's smoking a cigarette, as you do in a hospital.
yeah.
I mean, we're not too far out of the 80s.
The
No,
doctor
it's
said it was good
94.
for you.
I mean, I know that like cigarettes inside were a thing until like in the 2000s.
But not in
cigarettes in a
hospitals.
hospital in the 90s
Cigarettes and
in California.
Yeah, you know what? Now you're talking.
you know,
California
the
made cigarettes
forefront.
illegal in 1812.
I was like, my mom remembers doctors having a cigarette while she was doing sonograms in the 80s.
Well, that's
Yeah.
fine. You're just doing
But I
sonograms
wanna
on pregnant people.
I want to.
Secondhand smoke
My
does
mother
not exist.
It's not just doing sonograms.
Yeah, oh,
Well,
no,
you
there's
said
never been
sonogram.
science to
Yeah,
back it up.
Sonograms aren't just
like
for pregnant
contact
people.
high,
Like
bro.
you get a sonogram or an ultrasound.
Oh, for
an
kidney
ultrasound.
stones.
Well, you get a sonogram so you can see the little blue hedgehog inside you collecting rings. That's a sonogram.
That's a sonic gram.
Never mind. He's got the teeth.
Oh, wait. You're talking about the pre-post.
So, anyways, they fake Paul Walker's death. Like Helga unplugs him, and Terry Kaiser jumps on top of him and starts pounding on his chest.
Dude, he's delivering a
Dude,
scene here.
I love this. Just live, damn it, live.
Like
Oh,
five
well,
times.
nothing to
5
do.
times.
Okay,
and
get
then,
down.
Yeah, sorry. I ruined your delivery of
It's
it.
fine.
Yeah, 5 times in a row. Live. Well, nothing we can do.
Yep,
Sad.
no, sorry.
Get the fuck out. Get him down to the morgue. Toe tag.
And Denise Richards passes out, and like you hear a wet sack of meat fall on
Oh
the
my
ground.
god. Yeah.
Why was she wet? Like according to the sound in this movie,
The
she
Foley
was
work?
she was a fucking just sopped in water.
And they take him out of the hospital. Helga
Just
in these
straight
high
out the
heels,
doors.
just pushing this thing, smacking it into walls, right out the doors by the nurse's station. And Paul Walker starts to wake up.
The nurse didn't notice the dead guy. She's not gonna notice this guy.
Paul Walker starts to wake up. This is a fucking Mickey Mouse hospital, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is.
And he's doing. Speaking of the Cowardly Lion and whatnot, he's doing a whole Wizard of Oz thing. He's like, I had the craziest dream. I was in Kansas and there was a tornado, and you were there.
And that was
and you were there.
after they injected him, right?
Yeah. And Terry Kaiser's like, oh, was I there? Yes, I
Oh,
was.
good,
Good.
wonderful. That's a great story.
And then I think it's Bobby who just like clocks him on the fucking head.
Or is it Helga?
And Helga.
Helga.
Helga
It's
clocks
Helga.
him.
Yeah.
Or Helga does it when they're doing surgery.
Oh no, she
No,
knows how to knock a
she's-
dude out.
She's been clocking him since they got him. got him.
Yeah, because I know she does it when they do surgery. She straight punches him.
Yeah, and they're like, "Ah, careful with the hardware there. Don't damage it."
Don't worry, that hardware stays pretty hard.
I think we're at the surgery part now.
Which is Ben's favorite part of this
Oh,
movie.
I wish I could have seen all of that.
They're back in this warehouse / science lab / medical facility
/ dinosaur restroom
/ dive bar next door. And
/ preschool.
Terry Kaiser goes to cut Paul Walker's head open to take his brain, and he's using this skill saw. You said
I think it's the
like
skill
a
saw.
long-bladed saw.
A scalpel first.
Yeah, because you got to get through that skin because the saw can't get through the skin.
Or just a
So
sawzall.
he uses the scalpel first, and then he uses the
practically a
saw,
sawzall.
which has like a 4-inch blade on it, which is definitely cutting into this brain. But
You
hey,
don't want this thing to go up and down. You want it to go across. Like he's just digging into this brain.
Dude, you use the
with
little
this
spinny
tool.
things for this. The little
Yeah. Bone cutter.
There you go.
You know,
A little Dremel.
a Dremel.
A little Dremel. A medical Dremel.
Nurse, get my Dremel and a hot glue gun. We're crafting.
Oh, it's all squeaky. So you get the WD-40. You spray it right into the body.
So they're doing this thing real quick where they're like testing his brain to make sure they know, oh, this region does this and this region does that. So one of them makes him kick his leg. One of them makes his 2.5-foot dick stand up.
So when he kicks the leg, the sheet opens and you can see
His balls.
the dude's hand. No,
His whole nut
there
sack.
is somebody's hand with the extension rod that when they do the penis thing, the pole goes up.
Oh, you paid attention to the man behind the curtain, didn't
Did
you?
you
I
see
didn't
that guy's
mean to. I
balls?
looked and saw.
They were weird.
Is that the guy with the old balls? Adam
With
Sandler's
his
got a thing for
old
balls.
gray
He's got the oldest balls.
Just,
Gross.
This man has the world's oldest balls.
he's got a 5-year plan. What is it? Not die?
Wait, how come the world's oldest balls aren't on the world's oldest man?
He
What
was
happened
born.
there?
He was born with the oldest balls.
His balls
I
came
don't
out
know.
first.
It's like a genetic mutation.
His balls came out first.
Like
by like a year and a half?
like somehow.
Yes.
They were just hanging out, and this guy thought his wife had balls now.
Yeah. It was just,
The baby
they were
was
just
real low.
They were just in the fucking womb, man, and they were just chilling in there, and then they waited until she had a guy.
You are a strange sort of bird.
I don't know, man.
Wait, so the balls have been waiting in the womb
Yeah,
for the
man.
correct body to attach
Yeah,
themselves to.
dude, that's how.
That's not how babies work.
Or
It's not.
balls.
It's not, but they're just.
It's not like you have a Mr. Potato Head inside of your stomach
No,
floating
it's
around, and
like-
like pieces stick to the potato.
It was
when
like
shows
little.
up.
Yeah, you
Is
have
that
to
thing
have
voiced
sex
by-
so many times.
Is that voiced by Don Rickles? Hey, I'm a fucking set of balls over here looking for a fucking baby to
It
attach
was,
to.
it,
Sing
was,
this.
it was at the level of like a twinkle in your eye, bro. But they were in there, okay?
Dude, I think you
The-
need less twinkles in your
The
eyes.
world's oldest on this man.
So they install a brain into the
We'll
T-Rex.
fix it
Yeah,
up
let's
post.
get back to normalcy. They
we'll fix
install
it
his
in
brain.
post.
They put this brain in a bowl of Jello, unsettled Jello.
We're back to reality.
They were in the
And
boiling process.
They connect it to the T-Rex via Wi-Fi, apparently, because it walks around the rest of the movie with
Yeah.
not anywhere near this bucket of brains.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as Bluetooth yet, right?
No, Al Gore didn't invent
brain tooth.
he barely invented internet, not Wi-Fi yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it had like a set lifespan. Like they juiced it up for like 2 weeks just to test
Look,
it
you
out.
get just enough brain juice to get you down the street.
Yeah, just to get.
It's like having a really
into
shitty
trouble.
electric
You know
car, like
what?
when they first came out.
It's probably magnets, dude.
Yeah, I don't know how they work.
Nobody
so-
does.
And it's a miracle, I hear. And then, so they juice up the brain, whatever, and Terry Kaiser and Helga leave. And then 2 guys are left, Bobby and the big dude, Carl. And they're like, oh, well, let's order a pizza. It's basically just a scene to lead up to
We need-
how these 2 die.
Yeah, we need some kills.
But we do get the first ever film performance, if it's called a performance, of Pedro.
He got paid, I'm sure.
Efren Ramirez. He got Pedro.
He got Pedro'd.
Vote for getting Pedro.
Yeah.
So yes, Efren Ramirez, also from Napoleon Dynamite, shows up
Uh-huh.
to deliver them a pizza and gets scared off by the T-Rex. So he drops his pizza and he's got to go back to work and pay $7 for this pizza or whatever it costed men at work.
Dude, this pizza was gross looking.
I'm guessing $10 because Big Boy wants 5 for his half.
Well, no, he didn't know how much it cost.
No, but that's market
I know, but
value.
the little dude is like, "How much is the pizza?" And he's like, your half is 5," even though he found pizza on the
big
floor.
fella did the research, man. He knows market value of a double cheese, no pepperoni.
This
even
guy
though it's
doesn't
not
eat
what we
pizza.
ordered.
I know. We ordered a double cheese pepperoni, and this thing has 1 layer of cheese
And
on
it looks
15 layers of bread.
It looks nasty. Is this like the display pizza?
Yeah, but they're literally eating it.
They had
Think
to cut
about the
costs,
pizza
so they had to
from-
wait for a pizza place to close.
Let me guess, it wasn't their first take.
Well, think about the pizza from Three Ninjas. Think about the pizza from Men at Work. Pizza, TV pizza, movie pizza is not good.
Well, we're better
And it's
than
always
that.
just cheese.
Now, we need to be better than that.
We do. But
I
this was
wanna see some
1994.
People don't
cream
want to
pizza.
eat.
This was 19 years ago.
All right, that's fair.
No.
No,
This was
no.
29 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
I keep forgetting the 90s weren't just 10 years ago.
I think we all do.
We're almost at 2300,
This
man.
movie has children.
Yeah, no shit. This movie's children can drink.
No.
It's 29. It can't have it. The movie
This
doesn't
When
have
were you having a
babies-
child? 8?
This movie.
Me?
The movie.
The movie, yeah.
When did the
I'm-
movie? When did the movie have children? 8?
Yeah.
9.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
When the first Fast and the Furious came out, that was a child of this movie. So 2000, 2001, something like that.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'll card them. They can drink.
Anyway,
I digress.
Anyway.
So Bobby staples Paul Walker's head back together, and the T-Rex is watching this whole time,
And he's like, you like that?
and he's like taunting the T-Rex because
Covered
it's
in
definitely
blood.
not a giant T-Rex, so why not taunt it?
Oh, he is still covered in blood
He's
too.
covered in blood.
Because that saw scene sprayed everybody. We had blood cocky.
Oh,
yeah. He was
It was
fucking
awesome.
drenched.
It was great.
I mean, a lot of it was like it was varying shades of intensity. So it wasn't all like it was like water, like red water.
Uh-huh.
But it was pretty sick.
It didn't
He was
look good.
covered.
Like, it didn't look realistic,
He
but it
was
was
covered.
good. It was
his
fun.
face. His
Yeah, it
face
was. I will always take fake blood over CG.
Yeah, I was just like
It looked horror movie good.
it
Yes,
looked
exactly.
so horror movie good.
The T-Rex proceeds to tear off this little guy's head,
Uh-huh.
and he doesn't even eat it. I guess he's animatronic. He doesn't need to.
Yeah.
He like tears it off and then spits it out and just drools like viscera. It's
I
kind of
don't
awesome.
think I don't think he could eat now that we're posing that.
I don't
Yeah.
know. He bites that flower later and it disappears.
It
He
falls on the
spit it out.
floor.
Yeah, I mean,
It gets stuck in his back
it's
teeth.
just sitting in his mouth.
And then Carl comes back dressed for the bar next door. Like he changed clothes. And the T-Rex chases him out and just tromps on this dude.
I mean, steps on his chest,
Blood splurt.
steps on his
Woo!
head.
Our subtitles did not say splorch, but they should have. I'm gonna start.
it
I'm
was
gonna
like
start
when you-
a petition that splorch should be a subtitle.
Hashtag splorch.
it's an onomatopoeia,
But
man.
is this
I
the
like
part
it.
where Ben liked, like, it was almost like you popped a pimple that just gushed? a
Yeah, whatever this
stream?
dummy fountain of blood thing was, you can see like one pinhole with it just, I don't know, sprung a leak or by design. It was just,
Yeah.
boop.
Yeah, they had a dummy that they could fill with fake blood, and they used it a couple times.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
they did. Good on you, mate.
And there's an old lady on her phone right outside of this science
Oh my God.
laboratory, and like she's on the phone, and
On
she's
a
like,
payphone.
"Oh my God, there's a T-Rex! Send
Please
help.
hurry.
And please hurry!" And you're like, "Okay." She's calling the cops. Then she's like, "Remember to put $20 on 5 and 4 or whatever." She's calling her bookie and telling him, "By the way, there's a T-Rex here. Send help." He's like, "I don't give a fuck, bitch." Like,
I don't think she said send help. She was just like, please hurry. Like, I have to make this bet. There's a fucking dinosaur here.
I have to make this bet before 7:05. It's 7:03.
The
I
race
can't leave.
starts
This is my
at
last
7:05.
I have no more. I can't go to another payphone.
She
I
has
have no more quarters. I'm giving you all my quarters.
She has a great delivery of the line. She's like, it just squished a man.
It just squished him.
And then-
He
right,
just
and
got
then-
stomped on.
The bar I keep referring to, right next door to the payphone, another door opens, an emergency exit, by the
Yeah.
way. And this
86.
drunk couple comes out, and you can hear a bar scene going on inside.
Yes, you
Uh-huh.
can.
And they're just like, they're hammered. They're looking around, whatever. And they see the T-Rex, and the lady's like, "Oh, that's fucking cool, man."
No, I saw a move.
No,
You're just
Yeah,
drunk.
you're
I'm not
fucking
getting in the
drunk.
car with you.
And she goes over to it, and it starts, "Rah," and she's like, "Oh, fuck that!" And they fucking like Looney Tunes run out of there. You can see them skidding on the ground,
Right out of the movie, man. The fucking bongos play as their feet miss the pavement.
So then the T-Rex picks up the payphone and calls Tammy because sure, the
One of
arms
many.
on this
with
T-Rex.
with 6 numbers.
That doesn't even matter. The arms on this T-Rex.
Yeah, that's what you noticed?
Yes.
Like when you see the T-Rex from a wide frame shot, it's got T-Rex arms, little
Yeah.
stubby arms. Can't pick his own teeth, kind of thing. Mama always says T-Rexes are mad because they can't
It's so
floss their
ornery
teeth.
because they got all them teeth and they can't use dental floss.
But its arm, whenever it needs to reach something, they just have this glove that has you can see the person's thumb mashed into it, and it's got 2 fingers.
I mean, it's not thick enough to hide that thumb.
either way, the glove has 2 fingers, and you can see the thumb in there. And he picks up the phone with it, and he puts it up to his jawline, which I guess is his ear.
Right?
Yeah, sure.
And he calls Tammy, and she's not home, so he roars into her answering machine, and she's like, "Oh, God damn it, Billy! You always have to call. You don't always have to call me when you're finishing."
Oh,
yeah,
God.
it's not phone sucks if it's one way.
That's Billy's O noise.
That's
It's just-
Oh,
what
yeah,
you
listen
say.
to this. That do it for you, babe?
That's not Billy's O noise. We
I'm
hear
good,
that
right?
later.
Yeah.
I'm
good, right?
I'm so
Good,
good.
Just jacking off in front of the mirror.
Well, later, as in right now. So we're at the party now. We cut to this high school party that's very well equipped with liquor
By the
and
way,
a full bar.
Best part of the movie in my mind when he's just like the we don't get a lot of it, but we get a rampaging a dinosaur that wants revenge.
We don't get a lot of it because he rampages through here and kills everyone he's mad at right
Yeah.
now, except for Terry Kaiser.
He
and
kills
crew.
these 2 guys, these 2 big and little, Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger from Twins.
Yes.
Kills those 2. Now he's going on a rampage, and then
Weasel.
it's just over.
Weasel's next.
Weasel's next. Weasel sees the T-Rex and is like, "That's stupid," and takes a piss on it. And he gets gutted. And it's great because he scratches him with his foot paw. I don't know, his foot claw?
His foot.
Well, it wasn't his foot maw.
His foot claw is what I meant to say. Like the not his hand claws. His foot claws.
Yeah, his toenails.
You
not
know,
his
like a
fingernails.
velociraptor.
he
his
cuts him
talons.
with his foot.
He's got
So he-
talons.
Talons. All
But
right,
like
big
they
brain.
cut to Weasel here just holding like a
Guts.
poorly shredded pastrami in front of him.
It
Like
was
what?
lunch
Like at
meat.
his lungs.
And he just drops it, and you can see just like he's wearing like a black leotard underneath because it's supposed to look like there's nothing there.
Uh-huh.
Now, again, this movie's not supposed to be seen in glorious 4K UHD as we watched it.
No, sir.
It's supposed to be seen on VHS. So
Yeah.
you wouldn't maybe not have noticed that he's wearing a black leotard then.
Maybe.
But he just drops like this plump. And then when the cops come in a little bit, he's got all the guts back on him again because you got to
Yeah.
cover that up. And then he goes into the party and he starts chasing Billy. And Billy goes, "Oh, well, I do
Well,
want to talk
first-
real quick about
He's
Caveman
not chasing
Ken."
Billy yet.
Yeah, he's not chasing Billy yet because Billy goes to have a little.
Oh, that's right. I want to talk real quick
Oh,
about
rah,
Caveman
rah.
Ken, though.
Okay.
How can we
Caveman
not?
Ken is the bartender.
Yeah.
That's what he calls himself. He's a blonde, like country club guy who calls himself Caveman Ken. I don't know.
You know
He's
who he
got
looks.
a floofy
You know who he
fro.
looks like?
Who?
You ever seen Bob's Burgers?
Yeah.
The 2 health inspectors, the tall one.
Yeah.
Take the mustache off, Caveman Ken.
100%.
That's it.
I guess because he's of the camp that you own women, so he's like, I club them over the head and take them home.
Yeah, I don't understand what
Well, he's
that-
getting this redhead drunk.
Oh, Molly Ringworm.
Yes, Molly Ringworm. He's getting her hammered, and he's like, "Come to my house sometime."
Uh-huh.
And she's like, "Is that an invitation?"
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said, "Come to my house sometime." So it's that's his club, is making drinks. Club soda. It's
wanna
club
come over
soda
and-
and vodka, and that's how he gets girls to his house.
Can I club soda you over the head? You want to come to my house for some sex? Are you trying to proposition me?
And-
yes.
Yes.
And Byron
Yes.
comes
Are you
up, and he's
seducing
he's like, "I need another drink. This shit's crazy," or whatever. And she's
Molly
like,
does not want
"No,
competition.
he's mine."
uh-huh.
But,
Girl,
you know,
you can have him.
Caveman Ken wants it all.
They call him Caveman Ken because there's no doors on the cave. It's open.
Exactly.
Come
They call
on
him-
in.
They call him Caveman Ken because a
Yes.
hole's a hole.
A hole is a hole, and he's going to get in there. Ken
all he
finds a hole, and he
knows.
gets in.
Is he friends with Cosby?
Oh, no.
He's not
No.
drugging her. He's just getting her drunk.
Yeah, he's going old school Cosby.
Okay.
Like pre-Cosby.
Like not putting the roofs in there?
No roofs, just normal Bacardi.
This is like 80s. This is like 80s frat boy, not 90s frat boy.
Okay.
Wow, women, we're so sorry. Like us 3 in this room, male-wise, are sorry.
We apologize for the entire male race.
Thank you. I accept on half of the female race.
Yeah, good. Thank you.
And Tammy's sad. Boo hoo. She's
Aw.
like, I'm going to go to this party anyway, but I'm just going to sit there and be sad about it.
I know my boyfriend
How?
just died,
You
but
know Byron is trying to just come out and have fun. Da da da.
you got to party.
Oh, and he does bring her a drink. He brings her a kamikaze with a vodka chaser.
How does this man drink?
Like a fucking animal.
I'm gonna party with him.
Dude, am I supposed to slam a margarita and then sip on a tequila? I don't understand his way of doing this.
And this is my next favorite outfit. This might be my favorite outfit in the movie.
Both.
He's got this like
Shoot the margarita.
suit jacket. That's like it's like black, but it's got like sparkly red
Oh my
glitter
god,
in
it's
it.
like the sheer
Oh god,
or sheen. It's like a chameleon. It's like the chameleon skin thing where it's like purple and green and blue all at once. Just depends on what color the light is
it's
hitting
awesome.
it.
I could sit on this couch. Like if you made his
Are you
jacket.
saying you fuck Byron?
I feel like you are sitting on this
Yeah.
couch.
I'd sit on that couch.
I could sit on that couch. No, like if that jacket was a couch, I'd sit on that.
And the T-Rex is watching the party from the distance, and that's
And
when he goes.
nobody's
on his rampage. No,
noticing.
of course not. You can't see a T-Rex. Your vision's based
Yeah,
on.
I was gonna say, if a T-Rex doesn't move, can I see it? Confucius say.
We'll never know.
So yeah, he cuts out Weasel's guts. Wendy and Billy are fucking in the car or whatever.
The most awkward shit ever.
Billy's rubbing his belly button into her vagina.
Yeah.
He just keeps screaming, "I'm good, huh? I'm good."
Like he's
right?
kind of lightly saying it, I think. He's like, I'm good. I'm good. And,
And then
all of a
she
sudden
starts shrieking.
she's shrieking bloody murder, which I guess his fucking dumb brain translates to orgasm. And he's like, I'm good, right? I'm good. I'm good, right?
And
I'm
the-
good.
The look on his
Oh.
face, because you can see behind him is the T-Rex. She sees that obviously, but the look on his face is like, "Please validate me. I'm good, right?
Yeah.
I'm good. Come on, mommy, tell me I'm good."
Tell me I'm
Is
good,
this-
mommy. Oh, baby
is
wants
this
to fuck mommy.
Is this the part where we see the dolly that the dinosaur
Yeah,
is
the
on?
dolly. You
Yeah.
can see the reflection of the dolly in the side of this car because it's nice and clean.
This movie was not brought to you by a beautiful 4K high definition.
So the T-Rex grabs Wendy by the leg and pulls her out of the back, and he's like pulling her. He's like swinging her around, right? He ends up
By her
pulling off
leg,
her
yeah.
leg eventually, but at this point he's just swinging her
He
around.
swung her right out of this fucking
And
movie.
yeah, and Billy's like,
She was horny for her own death.
Yeah, she was.
she's like, "Awesome!
Oh man, look at me. I'm in pieces. Yeah.
I'm gonna stick my leg in myself."
I'm
just
good,
came.
right?
And Billy runs back to the party, and he runs into this like fuck tent
This
that
is
they
so
have.
awesome.
And he's screaming like, "There's a dinosaur! There's a monster! It's coming for us!" And they're all like, "Okay,
Sure, classic
Okay.
Billy.
dude." This T-Rex grabs Billy, which of course you can
You
see
can
the
see
you
the
can see the
string
string,
behind his
the
head.
wire holding him up or getting ready to hold him up. It grabs Billy and picks him up by his head. And the one girl that's friends with Denise Richards is like, "Billy's always trying something. Like he
he's just
cannot
fucking
levitate."
with us.
He's fucking with us.
He got lifted into the air.
I bet you he rented another one of those cranes from a construction
Yeah,
site.
Fucking Billy.
He's done it before.
Billy and his silly little tricks.
This is
Classic
the
Billy.
boy that cries T-Rex.
I bet you he went after high school. He changed his name to David Blaine and goes on a fucking little freak out, doesn't he?
Oh.
This is pre-David
Chris
Blaine.
Angel.
Chris Angel. He's a little mind freaker,
He
isn't he?
just starts freaking his mind up.
He's just freaking our minds. That Billy.
And his head gets popped off, and his body falls, and blood's pouring out of his neck stump. And this is when everybody's like, "Oh, Billy's not fucking
It
around."
is fabulously awful.
Yeah,
Loved it.
Like with all like just all love, it looks bad.
yeah. And I mean, the next
his
stump
head
part,
was like it was like the kind of you just put like a mask over
like a
someone.
latex mask.
Oh,
Like a
yeah.
latex
Oh,
mask.
yeah. There's
so
no-
it hit
there's
the
no
ground
features.
and it like flopped inward like
They used the Michael Myers mask.
Yes, they did.
The next stump doesn't look too bad, but the head looks terrible.
Yes.
Because it's featureless. It gets dropped and it just gloops everywhere.
It's part of that dummy you were talking about earlier. They got to spray blood.
Yeah, exactly. You can
All right,
just squeeze it.
for this scene, we just need the head.
And the T-Rex stomps over a couple of other dudes, and they're just squirting blood. And then Byron trips, I think, over the T-Rex's foot or something. Byron trips, and the T-Rex goes over to him.
The T-Rex puts his fucking foot out when a bunch of people are
Yeah,
running.
once they're all
Yeah.
running
and
out.
trips like one of the guys in a bandana, which we're to assume is part of one of Billy's boys.
Yeah.
One of the Billy boys.
Billy Boy DeVoe. And yeah, so now Byron trips over multiple bodies, but dude, probably one of the funniest moments in this movie. It's up there.
T-Rex lifts him up by the shoulders, just dusts him off, and like
Straightens him
basically
up.
gives him like a Mentos thumbs up.
Yes.
Like,
Dude, I have a giant hole in my heart knowing that I'll never be like adjusted in my suit by a T-Rex. Now that I've seen this, I'm like, God damn it.
I will put a T-Rex suit on.
We got to
and do
tape
it
your
for you.
fingers almost like Spock.
like this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how we'll
Well,
do
the
it.
problem is first you got to get Jack in a suit. So someone's got to
I
either
can do
die or
that.
get married.
Or I have to go to court.
Oh, I
you
can
wear
easily do
a
that.
suit to
We can
court.
make that happen.
No wonder I spent so much time in jail.
Here's the trick.
I just show up in T-shirts that have bloody things
Have
on
you
them.
tried calling him sir? It goes a long way.
Have you tried not being an asshole?
Oh, that's a rough one.
It's not a choice. This way life is not a choice.
So then the last two guys of the gang see the T-Rex coming, and so they're like, great idea. I haven't seen Jurassic Park, so let's hide underneath this car.
What the fuck are you doing? This is so bad.
And then this T-Rex pulls a Jason from Friday the 13th Part 7, jumps onto this car and just hops down and crushes these dude. And it's the same dummy head because blood squirts out of the eye holes that are in this dummy. It's kind of awesome.
You see me jumping around on nimbly bimbly from car to car smashing kids?
Yes. Yes, I do.
You sit down right meow.
So then the cops show up and we meet Sheriff Black.
Uh-huh.
What?
Sheriff Black. He's black. And his son
Do
is
you get
Byron, which we find out. So the two black people are related.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure the girl earlier was was Byron's sister, and the cop later that's definitely from a different movie is his uncle. Based on this movie, not on me being...
there's a fifth black person, then it's the dead body. There's a corpse.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's dead.
Yeah.
They were.
That might
also
be the cop
related.
from later in the
That
movie.
might be.
He's got the same mustache. But this guy's played by a guy named J.J. Saunders. This was his last role before he died.
Oh, rest in
So-
pictures there, Saunders.
I don't know if that's a good way to go out.
No, but he's done more with his life than I have with his life.
He was also in Mac and Me, which Stewart Raffill directed, so that's probably why he's here.
I mean, this is a better way to go out than Mac and Me.
I feel like Mac and Me needs to be on here soon.
It probably will be.
Oh,
We can
You're
watch
gonna-
we can just watch McDonald's commercials and make fun
I was
of them.
gonna say, like, you're gonna have to force me to watch that one.
I
I'll-
will
I'll
make
put up two
dino
TVs.
nuggies for you
Tempting.
and hot sauce.
I'll put up two TVs. We'll have ET on one TV and McDonald's commercials on the other. You'll feel like you watched Mac and Me.
Mac and Me. That's what I said.
And we'll serve you Reese's Pieces.
This guy was
Damn.
he had a small part in Beetlejuice. He was in the Michael Mann movie Thief with James Caan, which is a great movie.
Okay.
He's in a bunch. He was in Gleaming the Cube.
Oh, Christian Slater. Hey,
Yeah,
how you
Christian
doing?
Slater. There you go.
I
I'm
don't-
not Jack Nicholson.
I got that on
I'm
DVD.
not Jack.
He's just
Nicholson.
always like, I just always wonder, I'm like, is that just,
I said the same fucking
did you
thing.
watch Jack Nicholson at a young age? Like, I could do that. That's
Yeah.
me now.
What were we watching
I
where I
guess
was
this is
like,
me now.
is he just being Jack Nicholson? Or were we watching As Good as It Gets? And I was like, did Christian Slater just like...
Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, Jack did it first.
So the cops are there and they're searching around. Buck Flower is sitting there eating popcorn. He stopped at the movies on his way, I guess.
No,
I'm
he
betting
got
this party
popcorn
had it.
from the party.
I'm betting
Oh,
the party
okay.
had it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's just poking Billy's head with a stick. Like in the eye hole that sprayed blood, he's just shoving the stick in there.
I think that's his nose, and he's picking his nose with a stick.
It's such like a nondescript
That's
body
me.
or head. He's just like, that pile of mush right there looks like the nose.
And Molly Ringworm tells the cops that it was a dinosaur. And they're like, so there was drugs at this party.
No. Hold on. She is like, she can't say anything. She's in shock. You got to slap her.
Dude, you gotta
yeah.
slap her.
You want me to
You
slap
gotta
her?
slap it out
Hey,
of
Sheriff,
her.
you want me to slap
I
her?
don't remember which one's which, but one says you gotta slap it out of her, and the other one's straight up like, do you want me to slap her, Sheriff?
I can do it.
No.
You slap a hysterical woman. Don't you know that? That's how you get them to calm down.
You've seen Airplane.
I've done it with her 100 times. She ends up hitting me. It's weird.
It happens.
That look. Can you guys hear the ice?
Can you hear that stare? This will
Her
be
microphone isn't working anymore because water damage from the ice melting on it. And then Byron comes up and he confirms the story. This is where we find out that Sheriff Black is his dad, so he's Byron Black. And he confirms the dinosaur story, and his dad's like, okay, well, test them all for drugs because they're a bunch of fucking tweakers or something.
You know what? Fuck it. Test me for drugs
Right?
if I don't have any.
I'm starting to believe you.
This is when we get the line Whitney referred to earlier. One Norval or Neville, one of them is like, oh, Byron's here. You drop anything, don't bend over to
and
get
the
it.
other one makes a face like, ooh.
Yeah. Oh, 90s.
Yeah. Well, gay guys were just invented.
Black guys.
Black guys were just invented. No, it's mid '90s. Black. God damn it, did it again. It's mid '90s. Gay dudes were just invented, according to media.
Well, and everybody was panicking that they were going to become one.
Can't share a shower or a bathroom with them.
Because it's contagious. Did you know that?
Don't get it on me. It's
Don't-
not like asthma that's a choice, okay?
Don't share a drink with me.
Dude, he's gonna kiss me, and I'm
Fuck,
gonna
man.
like it too much.
I'm just afraid that if this guy kisses me, I'm gonna want dicks in my butt.
I'd also like to apologize to the gay community as a straight male, since we're just throwing out mass apologies right now.
You know what? We're gonna apologize to the entire gay community as well.
Yeah.
And speaking on behalf of part of the gay community, I accept.
So we go back to the science lab. I didn't know where the fuck we were for a second there. We're back at the science lab. Carl has flattened like a pancake, like it's a goddamn Looney Tunes
How
cartoon.
did that happen?
It-
It reminded me of the time from not Freddy Got Fingered, but what's the other Freddy? Imaginary
Drop Dead
Friend.
Fred.
Yeah, Drop
Nightmare
Dead
on Elm
Fred, where
Street.
he was
That
like,
really bad movie?
yeah. With
I have it over
kitty,
there. Vinegar Syndrome Blu-ray. Let's watch
hate
it.
that
where
movie.
he was like
Watch it.
flattened, and then he goes
Uh-huh.
and pop. That's what it reminded me of.
Yeah, I'm aware of the movie.
Wasn't that a thing in
Roger
Who
Rabbit?
Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and there's
Yes.
something else where somebody ran someone over with a steamroller and they became flat. And it wasn't
Austin
just
Powers?
Austin
No,
Powers.
it was Terper Rock.
Voyage of the
Voyage
Rock
of the
Aliens.
Aliens.
Yes. But yeah,
I was
so
like, why is
he's-
she pointing at me?
Yeah.
Jack did it. Jack flattened a man.
It was Jack.
I don't have big boobs, but I'm not flat.
It was Jack in the steamroller.
In the
the
library.
Why'd you have a steamroller in a library? Yeah, so he's flattened, and Helga starts rolling up his body like a newspaper.
So fucking good.
Terry Kaiser comes over. He's like, "Is there anything we can use?" And she's like, "Nah, I don't think so."
Should have lobotomized him yesterday.
And so Terry Kaiser fingers her?
Yeah.
Question mark. He just sticks
Oh,
his hand
he
right up her skirt.
100% is
I think this
fingering
was
his
an actor
bitch.
Before
choice.
this, he was like saying hello to her, or like it was a very casual conversation, and he's grabbing her boobs.
Oh, it was when they were taking Paul Walker out of the hospital. Yeah, he's like, "Oh, thanks," and he just grabs her boobs because
Yeah.
Bobby is like eye level, and he's
For
just
stability.
looking like,
So they're pretty handsy.
yeah.
They're very handsy.
So they clean
Just
up
a little
that
credit
mess.
card swipe, you know.
A little goosing.
And Terry Kaiser's excited about it. He's like, "Oh, we can put brains in bodies and robot bodies or something."
Sorry. Do you think they're the kind of couple, like, I don't know, you guys have been together a while. I'm
9
talking to
years.
Derrick and Whitney for anyone listening, not Derrick and Ben.
I'm-
You guys have been together for a while. You know, when someone bends over in the kitchen, you goose them a little whoop. Hey, how do you do? Do you
Shit,
think
he
they're
doesn't
doing
even
this
have to bend
Do you
over.
think they're doing this in surgery?
Yeah.
Like he bends over to get like a brain out and she's all, wow.
Cut the
Oh, you
carotid.
got me again, Fraulein.
I mean, sure, the guy's dead now, but it was funny.
Was it?
Well, he's dying now. It's too late. Let's fuck on him.
Let's make that dick harder.
Oh, there's a joke earlier we forgot where the big guy's like, why is his legs kicking? And the little fella's like, because he lost his mind.
Yeah,
And there's just an empty fucking skull right there.
And then the little guy like does a little jazz hands dance
He
off stage.
definitely did that jazz hands.
Oh, I was thinking Mario. Boop. Mario 3.
So the T-Rex goes to Tammy's house and kidnaps her.
Normal sentence.
And her parents come up and they're like, "The room has been trashed. Looks
How
like
did-
she went out the
How
window."
did this happen?
So he stuck his snoot in there. I mean, just like and just ransacked the room.
Well, and she's unconscious when they get to the barn. So like, did he clock her on the head? I don't.
No, they were sleeping together.
No.
At this point, she's unconscious and he's just rubbing her hair.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
that's
passed
right.
out from fear.
Oh, okay. She's
'Cause she
already. She
can't-
has fainted before.
She can't get a fear boner.
She fainted
So
at
the
his
blood
death.
rushes somewhere. She passed out.
That's what it is. She is getting a fear boner, but it's a vagina boner.
So she passed out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Women get lady boners.
And now you know what it's like to pass out after sex.
Never.
No,
Now you know.
She knows.
I get more energized.
Yeah, that's nature's cruel trick. Women are like, let's go do stuff. Men are like, what?
It's nap
So we
time,
get
man.
a great little session of dino charades, where he's like, "Sounds like rain" with his two little fucking
Oh.
digits.
Because he pulls out a flower as a dinosaur and starts chomping on it.
And she has no idea.
But it is a yellow rose, just like
It's
the other
we-
one.
Yeah,
we-
but she
the
doesn't make the
audience
connection
gets
at
it.
all.
Yeah, she has no fucking clue what this dinosaur is doing.
So
And
he's like
she's
pointing
wearing
at the
the bracelet.
bracelet and he's pointing at his head and she ends up figuring out Michael's brain. "Oh, you have Michael's brain. You're Michael." Not going straight to "you ate Michael's brain."
Yeah.
Which is where I would
It's
have
like they're
gone.
speaking different languages.
Well, I hear that women are from Venus and men are from Mars, or it's the other way around.
And dinosaurs are
Men
from
are from Mars
Uranus.
and women are from Venus.
Yeah, so what I said, but backwards.
Exactly.
Backwards but forwards. Scratch
Strike that,
that,
reverse
it. Exactly.
Put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it. It's
Is
your
red
opportunity to come in, yep.
flammy
Yeah,
yep.
So the cops are at Tammy's house talking to the parents. Tammy shows up and her parents are like, what happened to your fucking room? And she's like, I don't know. It must have been a meteor.
Yeah.
Meteor or something.
Believed.
Not an earthquake because I'm in California.
Well,
must
during
have
the
been a
earthquake,
meteor.
for whatever reason, even your wife pointed out, the fucking downstairs parents didn't feel a thing.
Nope.
No.
It was just
it's
the
because
top
they're at
level.
ground level. The top is swaying.
I don't know how science works, dude.
I don't earthquake.
So imagine you're on a boat.
No.
The higher you are, the worse you get.
Oh,
When
that's
you're at-
I'm the higher I get, the better I get.
And Terry Kaiser is watching her come back and he's like, he has been with her.
Oh.
And Helga's like, how do you know?
by the way she walks.
So now this movie posed to us, she fucked a dinosaur.
I still,
Everybody fucks the dinosaur.
I still
Open the
assume.
door,
B-side.
get on the floor, dude.
I just assume he ate her.
Denise Richards.
Why is she
get on
walking
the floor.
funny? Well, I guess it is
Everybody
a big
fucks
tongue.
the dinosaur.
It's a big face.
I don't know.
All right, all right.
She had to spread it real wide.
There's some validity to that.
Yeah.
She was
I
trying to
hear-
avoid the teeth.
He did the no, make it way from the back all the way up to the front.
She has to make sure she keeps moving because I heard a T-Rex's oral sex is based on movement.
The glove is like pretty.
She rode.
Oh, you know what? That glove. Well, that nail though. You got to watch out for that
Yeah,
claw.
lesbians cut the nails.
Yeah.
I guess.
Maybe he knows how to give some knuckle.
Good God.
Backing up on some knuckle, bro.
What are we even doing here?
Dude, I ask myself that once a week, and you just keep having me back.
They woke up together and then we're like, they fucking banged.
What would
How did
Kaiser
they bang?
do?
If you're still listening to this episode, man, good on you.
Now that everybody's tuned out, we go to Paul Walker's funeral, not the real one, the fake one.
Yeah.
And she,
And this is the
Denise
outfit
Richards
I'm
is
in
we-
love
yeah,
with.
she's wearing this Hot Topic dress.
Oh,
It's like
I'm
this
telling
crushed
you.
red-
crushed red velvet,
Short
with like
in the front, long in
crosses
the
hanging
back.
off of it.
Oh my
Crosses on the
God.
waist.
A choker with a cross.
You know
around
what?
the
I
neck.
couldn't. I noticed her a little bit, but there was somebody else I kept noticing.
Yeah, there was
Long black like funeral dress, but over it you have that like
poncho.
that Rocky Point drug rug
Poncho.
poncho sweater,
Yeah,
and then to boot, combat boots.
for
Yes.
people who might not know, most people are familiar kind of with what like that Mexican blanket kind of look is.
Well,
it's
it's
a
a California
poncho
thing, too.
made out of that.
Yes.
It's an Arizona thing. I don't think anybody's ever worn a poncho made out of that in any state but Arizona, maybe New Mexico and California.
I bought my
California.
poncho in New Mexico.
I bought mine in Mexico.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Dope.
It
Mine's
said,
newer than
it
yours.
said no fear on it, and I guarantee you it wasn't made by them. I was like 8. I didn't
It
buy
was
it.
made
My
in
Yeah,
parents.
she
China.
just said no beer. we don't want to get sued.
They're in
It
Mexico.
was no tears, but they just
No
painted
tears.
another line and then deleted.
Well, that's
that.
also
Just a little
that's
piece of
also
thread
already
here.
taken though. No tears is already taken by Johnson and Johnson.
exactly.
Oh, damn it. What won't they do?
So
They won't be a
the
family
uncle is
company.
giving a speech at the funeral, and it's terrible. Basically, he's like saying like, I'm just a drunk, and Paul Walker gave me hope that something could be good in this world. But when he's saying I'm just a drunk, everybody starts laughing, and Paul Walker's T-Rex is in the distance watching his own.
No,
No,
funeral.
I don't think you're using the right word. It's not a distance. It's
It's
just a hedge
He's
over
over
Derrick.
the
He's a hedge away.
I'm just a hedge away. Whoa, dinosaurs.
And he's just nodding away like, yup, you're
He's
just
laughing
a
at
drunk.
the hedge. Yeah, dude, it's not far away and having a good.
And then he starts bawling, and this T-Rex is crying, and it's like they just put a hose in the T-Rex's face.
Where'd it come from?
oh my
Water
God.
is just pouring out of this robe.
It's like
Pouring
a-
out
Is
of
it like
the eye-
wiper
It's
fluid?
wiper fluid.
It's wiper fluid.
It's blinker fluid.
You're
Get
gonna
it
need
correct.
that.
And so they try to steal Paul Walker's body to give it back to him, but it's super decomposed
Dude.
because apparently
It's
they
covered
just
in maggots.
kept this thing out in the sun. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah,
this was.
nobody sealed the coffin. Nobody
looks
took
like-
out organs.
It looks like the dead dude from the beginning of Arachnophobia.
Yes, it did.
And you get some rats, plastic rats clinging to her. Or
Yeah,
mice.
just
whatever.
like glued to
Wasn't
her
it-
dress.
This was like after he was stapled together and stuff too.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
This is when they're burying him.
But I don't think they
Yeah.
gave him like a proper, not an autopsy.
They definitely
but
didn't
embalming.
No.
Like they just threw this fucking
Yeah,
sack
they just
of
put him.
Walker.
They put him back in the fridge, and that wasn't good enough. After
I don't think they put him in a fridge.
Yeah, this
No.
guy was sunny.
had to-
They just left him next to where they were going to bury him. They're like, we'll get to that in a couple days.
Yeah, they put him in the box and left him by the where they were going to dig the hole, and then dug the hole.
Sun-dried
They
Walker.
all did it.
Yeah.
They had to bring him back to the hospital, didn't they?
The hospital didn't
No.
give a fuck. You
Yeah.
saw that hospital.
Oh,
They let a
You
person
can get,
die.
yeah, you can get
because
shot right there at the waiting at the front desk, dude.
if you don't compliment her nails, you're not getting in.
Well, seems to be the problem. You know what? Don't worry about it. I think I'm bleeding out in the next 3 seconds.
So through like a series
Just
of
throw
events,
me in a hole.
Terry Kaiser and Helga show up. There's a whole series of back and forth where they're throwing him in the grave, whatnot. Denise Richards and Byron end up with this bright orange like moving truck that these guys have,
Yep.
or whatever. It's not even a moving
So
truck.
this was Terry Kaiser's
It's like a dump truck.
plan to catch the dinosaur.
Yeah,
with.
he's gonna keep the dinosaur in this truck, but it's like a bright orange truck that's just got like a big. It's like an extended bed that's just got wood around it. It's like for the orchard that they end up going to. It's like where you would end
Yeah.
up putting all the oranges or something.
Oh yeah.
Like,
He says
and
a
so-
stupid little like it's supposed to be like a parable. Like if you want to catch fish, go to where the bait is. No, you bring bait to where the fish are
yeah.
and you catch them.
You
That's
know
how it
what they
works.
say? If you want to catch fish, you go to the bait. I don't think anybody says that.
Back in my country, where's that country you're from? I am German. Can you not tell?
Transylvania.
I am from Romania.
I am American.
I am from Texas.
This isn't a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie.
No, you need to be Russian accent.
I am from Texas. You know, riding and roping and stuff. Hey, howdy, cowboys. Comrade. I mean cowboy.
If you've never heard the story, Jack has a story to tell
That's a
you.
previous episode. I'll tell it again someday.
We'll
one
get
of
there
these days.
one day. There's a Russian who needed a joint. That's all we need to know.
Just listen to all previous episodes and you will hear
Yeah,
the
I don't know which
story.
one it was on, but you'll find it.
I don't either.
It's there. It's definitely in the last 20,
Yeah.
probably.
Is that when I joined?
I don't know.
No, you've been on more than half.
No, you started at like
You
Voyage of the Rock
started
Alien was
before.
episode 11.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. This is my longest relationship.
I was like, if this is 55, you're, I think, 10.
Oh, I'm so old.
Tell me about it.
podcast for 50 years. Oh, you mean episode? Sorry.
So they go body shopping because Paul Walker's body is no more.
We need a
They-
montage
They
here,
need a new body.
and this montage needs a song.
Yeah, this needs to be a go into the mall trying on new clothes montage.
You can't
but
afford-
just showing him
Just
money
wanna
or
have
showing him
fun.
clothes.
You can't afford I'm too sexy. You're
I
not
said
getting
showing.
that.
I said showing him clothes.
So
showing him
clothes.
body.
Well, same. In this fucking
He's
universe.
wearing it.
Yeah. Girl, you are wearing that body.
You were wearing that skin suit.
What is that? Oh, this old thing?
It's just bones and meat.
This is a 77 California.
And they're trying to show him, like, they're going through the different bodies, Byron and Denise Richards, and they find one in like the morgue drawer, and they're like, "Oh, that's great. He's cute and everything."
handsome.
And Byron pulls back the sheet to show his cock, and she's like, "No, thank you." And Byron's like, "It looks perfect to me."
And I think we're guessing because we're making fun of the gay dude here that it's huge.
Huge.
yeah,
Well, but like,
And
isn't
she-
it,
as a
isn't it
straight-
easier if it's smaller?
Yeah, but,
it's-
I
she's
mean,
like,
it's
look,
like-
I only need like 4 to 5 inches.
I'm not trying to justify it in reality.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, these writers have had a precedence of
Against-
picking on the
they're-
gay
Yeah,
dudes.
they're picking on him the whole time.
So I think they're trying to say, like, well, no, this chick would have nothing to do with a 12-inch penis,
It's
but this
like-
gay dude can't resist it.
half of it's
Yeah,
going to
exactly.
be outside.
They're showing Paul Walker bodies in the window. They got a black guy, they got an Asian guy, they got
You
a girl.
get some good T-Rex pantomiming of the
Yeah, like,
finger
yeah,
down,
no.
shaking the hand like, yeah.
And they
Oh,
are
but
just
wait,
throwing
now
these
it's a-
bodies.
now
they're-
it's go.
But they're just throwing these bodies. Like, they're like, no, not this one. Floop.
There
There's
is
a
a-
pile of bodies.
There's going to be a pile. This janitor's going to walk in and just whistle. What the fuck?
I knew the dead would walk one day. I'm out.
God,
then
they
they
didn't walk
come-
that far.
They
then
love
there's the
doggy
f-
piles or something.
They love doggy style.
Doggy
Doggy
pile. All right, that's it. I'm out.
And then they come to the female body, and she's like, "I don't want a female."
I don't want a sister because the Byron even says like we could be like 3 sisters.
But he's looking at it, and he's like,
Yeah, Paul Walker's like
Ah.
maybe doing the so
and then
hand
sees
thing.
her face, and he's like, "And no,
Nah, I don't want to have a vagina.
Ah,
I
don't
have
wanna
to sit to pee all the
I
time."
don't want to have to bleed every month.
none of these bodies fucking work.
They don't. You wouldn't have a period, probably. I don't know how resurrecting someone with someone else's brain works.
Same.
I'd have
I've
to
never
ask Gene
heard of
Wilder.
the effects of
Yeah.
a brain transplant. But
Oh, ask Steve Martin, the man with 2 brains.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Great movie.
So Terry Kaiser and Helga are in the car waiting this whole time. They're not waiting. They're bound and gagged.
I mean, they're waiting, but not by choice.
They're just chilling in there.
Just waiting for someone to drive by. Like, is that a German scientist and his assistant bound and gagged in a truck with a T-Rex
Yeah, they're
in the
having
back?
sex. Leave them
I'm
alone.
gonna
They're
start
listening
calling.
to their favorite music. The AC is on.
I left the window cracked. It's fine. That's what I'm gonna start calling my basement. Though, is like a forced waiting room. Did you kidnap these people? No, they're waiting. They're trust me, officer. They're waiting. They're in the waiting
for their
room.
turn.
They're in the waiting room.
In my Seagal room.
Oh God, you had to make it weird. I had to, you take an innocent thing like kidnapping people and you Seagal it all up.
You just make it inappropriate.
So somehow they get out, and she like starts bunny hopping her way away from.
And the cops
fucking
are coming
truck.
at the same
Yeah.
time. Yeah. And
Which there's way more cops, right?
well, this is just
No,
Neville and
no.
But they don't.
Okay.
They don't like release the prisoners.
No, they take the tape off of their mouths.
They're
Or
like-
no, they take the
they're
tape
like,
off
"What's
Terry
going
Kaiser's
on?"
mouth,
Uh-huh.
and that's it. And he gives them information, and they leave. And then he takes the tape off of her mouth
With his mouth.
and then he's like, "Helga, chew my rope." And so she drops to her knees and,
And he's
yeah,
like,
chews his rope.
yeah.
It can only be explained, described as blowjob face.
Yeah.
Yep,
From him.
he
It's
really likes
100%.
getting his rope chewed.
Yeah, who wouldn't? Dr. Bondage.
Now, when you're done with that, actually chew my ropes.
Yeah. Also, thank you. This
Yes.
is delightful, but we are stuck here.
Also, can
We're
you-
in the
can you
middle
go
of
ahead
the
and chew
street.
through this 2-inch thick rope that's on me. I don't know how you're doing that, but she has the jaw of a lion,
oh yeah,
lioness.
those are the hunters.
Yeah.
So they have this car chase. The cops are chasing the truck. They go into
The orchards.
from a neighborhood directly into an orchard.
What is this city? It's a little kid on Sims.
California's
Exactly.
got oranges.
This
or
kid's like, I
something.
took the codes off on Sim. I put the codes on Sim City so I can build anything anywhere.
There's a
Yeah,
roller
sure.
coaster on top of the hospital.
Sure, there's a power plant in the middle of the neighborhood. It's nuclear. It's fine. I'm gonna put in the code later to make aliens attack. It doesn't
Is
matter.
that a swimming park? No, it's an ocean. It's an ocean in the middle of the city.
Oh man, on The Sims, I was enjoying torturing people.
Okay.
So I would
Go
build.
on.
I would build a house. I used codes, so I'd build a house where you could delete the bottom floor, right? So the whole house is floating, and then the bottom floor was all a pool, and I would put ladders around it, and I'd invite all the neighbors over for a pool party, and they'd get in the pool, and then I would delete all the ladders, and then I would just watch because they
These-
can't get out without ladders.
This is the words of a madman.
Yeah, we're listening to the musings of madness right now.
It's kind
The
of like
machinations of a Bond villain.
it's kind of like the kids who would torture ants and stuff, but these aren't real people.
You are the digital version of Sid
Dude.
from Toy Story.
He had a
And I
laptop.
married
He did
him.
not have a magnifying glass.
The best part too was sometimes they would just keep swimming and not die. So I had these
Just
little
keep swimming.
They're just like, man, I'm getting pretty fit
really
in here.
sad Rosie O'Donnell just
keep
swimming
swi-
around.
No, Ellen DeGeneres,
Ellen DeGeneres,
sir.
same thing.
Get your lesbians right.
And then if they didn't drown, I would build little 1x1 rooms with no doors or anything, and I would just pick them up because I was using codes and drop them into the room, and they would just stand there and scream until they died.
Damn. Fucking.
And I continued going to work and doing all the stuff you had to do in The Sims to succeed.
Yeah.
While silently
Just,
murdering everybody.
This is how fucking Charles Manson
This
would
is-
play.
Well, when your neighbors
Sims.
died, someone else.
not Ted Bundy.
Charles Manson doesn't actually kill people because the other people kill
Exactly.
people. You're right. You're right.
When their neighbors died, someone else moved in, so you always had fresh neighbors.
You didn't have to worry about the
Jeffrey
bodies
Dahmer's wet
either.
dream over here, dude.
It's fine.
Every time I kill somebody, there's a new neighbor.
Look,
Yeah,
just don't look in
someone-
that closet.
They just keep, dude. Rent keeps going down, and I keep getting new neighbors.
That's
You know what I like about these neighbors?
You like about these sim characters? I kill them, my rent stays the same page.
Oh, good God.
Yeah, we
well,
were on the same page there.
I just revealed a lot about myself. It's
You
fine.
just scared the shit out of me.
I can't pick you up with a god hand. Don't worry about it.
You're not
You
yet,
have
dude.
nothing to worry about until I start benching.
Until I can get codes for the real world.
Until
Wait till we
he's
get
made
that-
our house a robot house.
Wait till we get that Patreon. He's gonna claw capture you.
Probably.
It'll be like Toy Story.
I was gonna bring it back to Toy Story, the little aliens. Ooh.
The claw.
Oh.
The claw. Anyway,
What is life?
Life is just, we're waiting for the claw, man.
so the cops are chasing
You
him,
said it, brother.
chasing them through this orchard, and they end up stopping And luckily they stopped because Paul Walker fell out of the back of this truck at some
No,
point.
the back of this truck fell out of this truck, dude. There is nothing but a flatbed now where once was a
And I
payload.
love Byron is like, maybe he fell out, and they find him and he's just standing. because
Maybe
it's
he fell out? What's your other option? Maybe he didn't?
Maybe
He's
he
not
jumped.
there.
Maybe he ran away
Maybe he flew.
at 40 miles an hour.
So
he
Byron
jumped
goes
off.
to stop his dad and the other cops by jumping in front of the car at the last second, which is like this dad sees him. He's no more than 8 feet in front of this car.
Yeah.
And they're on a gravel road.
But dad stops because these brakes are great. As we know, all boat cars
You
from the
can't
80s
beat
have great
Ford
brakes.
brakes, dude. Ask Dutch.
Yeah, we heard it. We heard it. You can't beat them. It only takes you 987 feet to stop. And Byron's trying to distract them so that they can get away. Norval and Neville arrest Byron. Sheriff Black goes to find Tammy and
Oh my
Michael.
God. Is it Norval Redenbacher? That's why he's got popcorn. Go on.
Damn it. We could have said he was eating Norval Redenbacher.
I said it
Fix
now.
it in post.
Fix it in post.
Just edit this in. Was he eating Norval Redenbacher? And then we go back. And we just
Dude,
put
that's
that in
better
there.
ADR than some of the shit in this.
Dude, some of it was great.
We're about to get there, so I'll save it.
So they find Sheriff Black and Byron see Tammy riding Michael. Sure, that's a sentence. In
So
the
natural
distance.
it flows from
Oh
your
my
mouth.
God.
And it's this terrible
fucking
like
graphic.
animation that we've
It's
seen.
not even Ray Harryhausen. Like it is.
No, it's not even stop motion. It's we've seen it a couple of times when you want to see the T-Rex actually walking, because we didn't mention when they show the T-Rex walking, it's always just a smooth movement because this thing's clearly on a dolly.
It's on a dolly.
Or they're showing the feet that are either like someone with T-Rex boots on, or like someone with 2 feet on like wooden poles that they're using their hands.
But
to move.
besides this that you're talking about now, we don't see the full fucking
we saw it a
T-Rex.
couple of times.
We don't see it running without this animation.
Correct.
Right. This animation is terrible. It's like it's a composite shot of the T-Rex onto a background, and someone literally just like went around and cut the legs like with like Photoshop, early version of Photoshop, and then it's just moving them. It's like a flash animation.
Yeah.
It's almost what it looks like for
It's
anybody
bad.
from the 90s.
And this
I
was
loved it. It
after
was so
Jurassic
bad.
Park.
Yeah, but this is after Jurassic Park. But this isn't Steven Spielberg.
This is a $1 million budget.
One dinosaur in Jurassic Park cost $1 million, and that was the one that didn't move.
Yeah.
That was the egg.
No, I think you're thinking of Dennis Nedry, dude.
He probably cost more than $1 million.
Probably, but
Maybe
didn't
not.
move.
Maybe not. He wasn't nobody at that point, right?
He'd done Seinfeld.
I don't know who you're
Yeah, I don't
talking
think
about.
TV actors count as people.
You're talking
in
about
movies.
Norm?
Newman.
Newman?
You did that last time too,
Yeah.
Norman.
Oh, that's
And we made a
Norman.
Cheers fucking Seinfeld crossover.
Yeah. Sorry.
But so they see Tammy riding away on this T-Rex, and she's like, "Bye."
It's so stupid looking.
It's
But
awful.
I love it.
I feel like I can do better on my computer right now.
Oh, absolutely. On an iPhone, you could do much better.
we don't talk about iPhone.
If they pay us, we do.
We don't have one.
Yes.
Pay us. Reverse subliminal messaging.
Give us the devil's money.
Hey Siri, give me a contract with the iPhone, please.
So we see someone riding a bike. It turns out to be Byron, but you wouldn't know because he's wearing a full-on like biking outfit.
He's in the very beginning of Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure.
Yes, he
And
is.
his Tour de France dream.
yeah, and he's being followed by Norval and Neville about 30 feet behind him, so he can't hear them.
Followed.
Not even a little bit.
I mean, they're on his ass.
Like if he doesn't hear these cars, he's riding so hard. you know?
He's riding hard, man.
Oh yeah,
I hear that's what they do.
he's got
Yeah.
Bike riders. I mean.
bike riders.
Cyclists.
Don't be weird.
So then the cops, like, he goes to this barn. He meets Tammy and Michael, and they're all having their little reunion. The cops show up, and so we've got Sheriff Black and Norval and Neville in
Uh-huh.
one shot, and we have another shot of more cars arriving with more cops getting out of the car. Those cops are seen in no shots other
This-
than the ones that are just them, and I'm 90% sure that this is footage from a different movie.
This is in a different movie.
It's either footage from a different movie or afterward they were like, we need more cops.
There's no way this is not a different movie.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
So it's both. It's not from this movie, and they just put it in after.
We have one
they
of the cops.
fixed it in post.
Exactly. One of the cops looks like a knockoff Eddie Murphy, and one of the
Yep.
cops looks like a knockoff Nick Nolte. So it's
Oh,
more
fucking
48
great. I'm
hours.
back in another movie.
God damn it! I'm fighting this T-Rex.
I have spoken. Not gonna be in another fucking cop movie.
But I'll be a judge. Oh, wait, wrong person.
Oh, Gary Busey.
I went Busey.
That's Gary Busey. Yeah, Nick Nolte was.
I know Nick Nolte.
The
Pelican
what are they
Brief.
called? Umlaut.
I know.
Ugnaught.
Yeah.
Yes, from Mandalorian season 1.
Yes, it is.
I have spoken.
He has spoken.
Creel.
Yes, that was good too. It's better than this.
I'm saving it.
And then Terry Kaiser and Helga show up too because ? And one of the Norval or Neville is like, "Oh shit, it's that doctor and that lanky bitch."
And this is one of the ADR lines because it cuts to them pulling up, and it's the
It's
loudest
so
thing.
loud.
Most things are here. This one's here.
It's like,
Oh no, it's that crazy doctor and that lanky bitch.
oh no, it's that lady.
I like my bitches real lanky. Tell you what, I like the way her dresses frame up her boobies.
And Terry Kaiser has this fucking space tranquilizer gun that he's using.
Oh my God, he does.
Whatever the fuck this thing
He
was.
built this
It's
in
a
Fallout 6.
tranquilizer assault rifle.
And I said right away, I was like, tranquilizer gun? It's a robot. I've seen this movie, but I'm always like, how does he explain this? Because I forget. He's like, oh no, it's a. And even Byron points out, he's like, how would tranquilizers work on a robot?
Because no one, first of all, I don't know how you would get someone to believe you, but no one believes him when he's like, that dinosaur's got my best friend's brain.
That's my friend and a dinosaur.
How do people not think
That's-
he's crazy?
He's my friend.
He's my friend. Like, don't trank him. And yeah, but to Derrick's point, he's like, how's that going to work? Yeah, movie. How is
and
that
Bernie
gonna
has this
work?
great explanation about something about like grew living crystals that control it? ? He's
Yeah.
just
Yada,
making
yada,
it up.
yada. It's a new science. You're
Yeah.
all dumb yokels.
He's talking out of his ass. And they're like, oh, seems legit to me. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So he goes into the barn and immediately gets eviscerated by this fucking
Oh,
T-Rex.
first he misses the
It-
shot because John Woo directed just this barn scene.
It
Oh, yeah.
was
A fucking
tranquilizer
dove
gun.
flies by.
It was definitely a tranquilizer gun. Like maybe he was. Is
Oh, yeah.
there-
When he
is
shoots
there
at the
any
dove.
way? Yeah, is there any way that like if he aimed for the head that like he could tranquilize the brain?
Well, he
enough?
doesn't
The
even
brain's
try,
not in that
though.
body, right?
No, the brain's in a bucket of water somewhere.
Is it
It's in the
still?
I
bowl
knew
of
you were gonna say
unsettled
something.
Jell-O.
It's-
I knew it was going to
it's
be
still in there?
ridiculous, but holy shit.
It's still
That
in
brain's
there.
in a bucket of water somewhere,
I
Ben.
think they just juiced it up, man.
No, they left it in the bucket of water. We see the bucket of water at the end of the movie. The bucket
So,
of Kool-Aid.
yeah, it
whatever.
makes
jungle
You
less-
juice.
didn't put
it
the
makes
jungle
less
juice in the
sense.
head.
The brain is still in the jungle juice back at the lab. It's connected to the T-Rex by Wi-Fi.
But you could put
The jungle juice is connected to the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is connected to the T-Rex.
dude.
This is your life now,
49th in
Whitney.
the country, people. 49th in the country in education.
We know how biology works.
We know how word and we know how science.
I couldn't even think of the word biology.
We can words
49th in the
and we
fucking
can
country.
learn.
So the T-Rex,
Amber.
the T-Rex tears out Terry Kaiser's guts.
Blink
he tears
twice if
them
you're
out.
okay.
He Terry Kaiser's his guts out and he throws them at fucking Helga, which is
Yes,
great.
'cause
And
she-
Helga's running away in slow motion, and her skirt keeps coming up because she's wearing her clothes get skimpier and skimpier, but she's
Oh,
wearing
yeah.
this like leather mini skirt. And it's like coming up, and the director, like she was like, "Can we take that again? My ass came out." And he's like,
No.
"No, we're not doing it again."
Run it slower.
We actually don't have the film for that.
We're
so
gonna do
like
it in
we
slow.
can't.
All right,
do
for
it.
this scene, we're going to have you do a handstand and run out on your hands. Vagina towards camera.
Helga runs out covered in blood. The cops open fire. They light this robot T-Rex up, and it dies? ?
Sure. Shit, it's something's.
And Tammy is crying, and she's like,
Everybody's crying.
My-
Not
different-
everybody,
oh, yeah.
because these backup cops are out of this movie.
Yeah, the backup
as
cops
quick
don't
as they
show
came
up.
in, dude. You know
Sheriff
what?
Black is sad.
Ghost
Byron
cops,
is sad.
I'm saying.
Helga is covered in blood and crying. The two Norval and Neville, I don't know if they're crying, but they're standing
They're
there.
crying. They're crying. And I
They were
think-
crying. They were the
Even
only ones in the
Helga's
lineup.
crying.
Well,
the only one not crying
No,
is Sheriff
Helga,
Black.
No, he
Helga
had
wasn't
red
crying.
eyes.
So I'm thinking about it now, and I think this is the writer being like knowing what kind of movie he's making, and like, man, this moment is so tragic. Everyone is crying.
Well,
even these
they don't give a
hardened
fuck about
dudes.
this T-Rex.
Helga is sad because
She wanted to fuck a
The
T-Rex.
moment is that
Kaiser's
is
dead.
that sad. Denise Richards
because
crying her
her
eyes out.
fuck buddy's
Oh, she
dead.
doesn't give a fuck. She can build a new one.
She's sad.
She's
'cause
gonna
she never-
play
Because
some.
Kaiser's
She's
dead.
gonna play a little calypso music.
Okay.
She's gonna put some sunglasses on him. Let's stitch that hole right up, baby. A little clip. Anybody got steel drums? Steel drums? All right, we'll get some steel drums on the way home. We're gonna be fucking.
We'll stop at the thrift store and get steel drums.
I'll learn how to play them. There's got to be a YouTube video on it.
But I think she's so sad it's making everybody else sad. Maybe.
Okay.
Dude,
And
it's,
then-
it
That's
just
what
sucks
it
to
is.
see a
The
pretty
power of a
lady
sad, beautiful
How
Right.
pretty is
Exactly.
she? Should smile more.
Oh,
should
fuck.
smile.
She's so much prettier when she smiles,
Dude.
God. Just say that when she's crying over a dead body.
Dude.
Oh,
You know,
come on, smile more.
You're prettier when you smile.
It's
Denise
only
Richards.
his brain. It's just a brain, bro.
So we fade into the next scene, which is the final scene of the movie. Denise Richards gets home and she's perky and happy. And her mom and dad are like, oh,
It's just
she
not
gives her
right.
mom a hug. And then her dad's like, why didn't you let me touch you? So she gives him a hug too.
He gets
me.
Where are
3
my
kisses.
smoochins?
Yeah, it's gross.
We're
And
European. Take your shirt off when you kiss me.
they didn't cut out the part where
Watch Clint
she
Eastwood.
turns around happily and like does like an 80s happy jump with her legs
Uh-huh.
up and her ass comes out of her skirt. They definitely
Keep it in the
didn't
movie.
cut that.
Keep it in the movie.
Stewart Raffill, keep it in the movie. I gotta watch
They
this.
couldn't afford to lose daylight, okay? They were running out of film.
No
Cut the
notes.
scene 8 frames earlier.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm okay with it, but it's
I'm
not-
fine with it too. We're
If
just
she
making
didn't
fun
care,
of
I
a
don't
pervert
care.
because that's what we are and so we care about.
Well, we see how much of a pervert Stewart Raffill is here because she goes up to her room and apparently
Hi, honey, I'm home.
Paul Walker is a webcam now.
the
Yep.
dad says, like, I'm not okay with him being up there.
Yeah, it's a giant fucking home camcorder from 1981.
Oh, this is your grandpa's VHS, shoulder mounted.
Yeah.
And it's connected to the bowl
brain.
of brains.
That looks absolutely disgusting.
It
There's
looks like mold is growing. in it.
Yes.
Dude, they kept boiling it. They just kept boiling it.
You gotta
and it was
keep well,
burning.
Do you know how to keep a brain alive? 98.6. Simmer. Simmer.
It's just
And
simmer
she's
that
like
shit.
pours him a glass of whiskey and then dumps the whiskey on the
There's
brain.
like 3 ounces of whiskey in this glass.
I don't think it'd be legal, but can we, like, if I have some, like, debilitating disease, can we just end my life by cutting my brain out and dumping whiskey on it and see what happens?
Yes.
I'm sure it'll end your life.
No, well, okay.
Put it in
I'm
a
already
living
dying.
will.
We don't
That's
have
fine.
to.
I'm just saying. I'm
What
sure.
if- but
have
what-
to take your brain out. We could just like open you up like they did.
Don't
Yeah,
use what they
we'll
use.
just get a skill saw.
You've seen Silence of the Lambs.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Hello,
we'll do
Clarice.
that with Ray Liotta.
That's
Okay.
Except
Hannibal.
we won't.
That's- yeah.
Okay, Hannibal. We won't serve you your own brains, but we'll just
Aw.
pour the liquid on the whiskey directly
Sounds
on your
good.
brains.
One for
This
my
is all
homies.
legal binding contract, right?
Yes.
It's for science.
Yeah.
This is on. It's recorded somehow. I don't know how notarizing this stuff works, but you could totally.
I mean, there's 3 witnesses here.
It's
I think
legal.
so. Yeah. It's
I'm gonna-
Probably.
Are you of sound-minded body?
we have to.
Yeah, well, my body's not good, but mine is good.
It's not sound,
It's
but
a sound. I make sounds
make
when I try and
sounds.
put my shoes on.
I
That was just the
sounds
left.
when I use my body.
I make sounds when I stand. I'm not making it to 50.
You sound, mind, and body. I don't mind my body makes sounds. Sir, we need a serious answer.
And here we get another Denise Richards dance.
Yeah, so she shows
The
up to do
dance.
this strip tease
The
for Paul
dance.
Walker's webcam eye, and she can't dance. She very
Dude.
clearly.
Let's talk about it. Hot as shit. Denise Richards is a smoke show, right?
Yes.
I mean,
Always.
always. She cannot dance. I mean, this chick has no rhythm, no sensuality in her
Oh.
movements. She's just there.
Dude, at
Well-
the party, I mean, she was obviously in distress and very sad, but they made sure she didn't have a good time and dance.
Let's go back to that party for a second. If you do watch this, depending on recommendations, that party has some of the best bad dancing you'll ever see.
Oh my God! Yes. it
Background.
does.
Big guy.
You can rewind that and
The
watch
fat
a different
biker.
person and be like, damn.
Oh
okay.
yeah. Oh, you could watch that 12 different times and pick out a new dancer.
Yeah,
every
this
time.
random fat biker dude who was like, "I'm going to this high school
Yes,
party."
he
Uh-huh.
did.
You know,
Well,
yeah.
he supplies the drugs, dude.
That's fair. How do you think they got the vodka?
He's peeking like a little
He
kid on
had
crystal
some
method.
amazing moves.
They
Okay.
call him Roadhog.
So yeah,
So-
she does this dance, and you know what? To be fair, if I walked into a strip club and it was 1994 Denise Richards dancing, and that's how she was dancing, I'd be like, "That's terrible. Here's money."
I shall
So-
not speak to your manager.
I don't know, but it's terrible, and it goes for way too long. And this is where I was saying, like, Stewart Raffill is a pervert because it was just him and her alone. Like, everybody left. He's like, "Oh, Denise, we have one more pickup shot.
We got to get to 90 minutes here.
She's like, "Oh, the crew left already." He's like, "Yeah, it's fine. We don't need the crew per se. I'm just gonna roll the camera. We've got the lights set up. Just Just humor
And
me.
she has a moment where she
Humor
spikes.
me a strip tease, please.
Give me a strip, please. But she has a moment where she spikes the lens and says, like, I'm going to bang your brains out or something
Yeah.
along
Because
those
she's supposed
lines.
to be looking into Paul Walker's eye camera.
Their dialogue does not match. I
No,
mean,
and-
she's saying like some kind of not salacious, but flirty things, and he's over there. Oh yeah, baby, tell me more.
Take it off.
I'm gonna pop. Take
Like
it
I
off.
told you guys when we were watching it, I was like, it's like they just called Paul Walker. They were like, we need some ADR, but you don't need to come in.
Yeah.
Just do it over the phone.
What do you want me to say? Just react to stuff. What kind of stuff?
Just you're about to
Imagine
come.
if Denise
You're just
Richards
about to
was
come.
dancing for you.
Yep,
Just-
there you
Why
go.
are you doing that?
Just imagine edging yourself for like the next checks watch 15 minutes.
You know your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Imagine she's dancing for you.
This is the like uncut version of the movie, but I guarantee there's a deleted scene and it's not on the cutting room floor. It's on Stewart Raffill's floor.
Oh.
That's an 11 or 12-minute version of this striptease.
He did not
Yeah.
leave it on the floor. He took it home.
He's
Yes,
like,
he
oh, by
did.
the way, we're going for NC-17, so just take it all off. But
It's-
anyway, that happens. His brain short circuits when he comes.
But he's still alive because he's like, I don't know how much more of this I can take.
I need
Yeah.
I
a
need
body.
a body.
and she just laughs as it fades to black and we go to credits, and that's apparently that.
That's it.
Now she's got a simp forever.
You know what? She's keeping it, man. This is like the first cam girl.
Yeah.
Only
He can't
fan.
tip though.
Yeah.
Well, only her only fan,
It's only her,
Her only fan.
whom she loves.
Yeah, they all say that.
These songs, by the way, we didn't really mention the songs too much. There's a lot of canned,
God.
terrible sounding music in this. Almost all done by either a band called Jaded Heart or a band called Simon Stokes and the Black Whip Thrill Band, which I'm assuming is what Helga listens to a lot.
Oh
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They have the Dinosaur Man song, which is my favorite.
So Ben
It's-
might be too
it's
young
the
for
best.
this, but both of you probably remember a time before streaming when you fall asleep to a DVD.
Oh,
Maybe you
yeah.
do. This would be the worst one to fall asleep to
Yes.
because it is like a 20-second clip of the dinosaur song on repeat.
It's a cup. It might be a minute.
I
Might be a
love
minute.
I love
It's-
Vinegar Syndrome. That's their biggest problem is their menus are like the key song from the beginning of the movie on repeat with a couple of scenes. And so you hear it too many times because
Yeah.
usually if I'm popping in one of their movies, unless I'm by myself or I'm just hitting play, I have people over and we're talking before we hit play. So the song plays like 10 times. Then you hit play and everybody's like, oh, good, that's over. And then it starts immediately.
The worst one to fall asleep to was Old School. It just had like drums going bum 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 woo 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 woo
Scrubs.
over and over. Scrubs pretty bad.
Because it's not even the full opening theme song. It's just like, I can't do this all on my
Oh
own.
yeah, I remember hearing that.
I
I can't do
do
this.
this.
I
Oh.
can't do this. I can't do this. I can't. God damn it, I'm up.
Who scratched my record?
Hey, Fonz, fix that for me.
But that's the end of that movie
Hey.
again.
Again.
Happy
Again.
anniversary, everybody.
Happy 1 year, guys.
Mostly
So,
Derrick.
I'm gonna
did it.
start.
Happy anniversary.
Y'all
Everybody's
did
still
it.
here.
I'm gonna start the recommendations only because I've already done the recommendations for this.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stick with my previous recommendation, which is yes, watch this movie. It is available on Amazon. I haven't watched it on there. It might be the PG-13 version, which you don't get the splorge. So you need the splorge.
You need to splurge.
It is on AMC Plus and Shudder as of right now, and I'm assuming that's going to be the gore version. And then, of course, you can get it from Vinegar Syndrome. I think it's still available. You don't get the cool slip cover, but,
They paying you yet?
no. I tried.
He did. He
You
tried.
still paying them?
I am.
So I actually do recommend this. I mean, it is very dumb. It is terrible, but the better outweighs the worse, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I definitely, this was the first time he did it. I watched the beginning and the end. I didn't get any of the middle.
Which is kind of the best part of the sandwich in this case.
It is. And so I had fun, and definitely watch with people.
Full recommend with the same caveats as I always do. With people, drinking kind of helps it, but I mean, with people, definitely. Dude, it's 90 minutes. It's dumb. It's fun. All the bad stuff we're talking about kind of makes
Yes.
the movie more enjoyable.
Yes.
Because at one point I was laughing at like a good death, and then I laughed at the fucking dinosaur running. It's like, I mean, just segue from one laugh to a different type of laugh.
And
So-
some of the intentional laughs are actually funny.
Yes.
Usually in these kind of movies, the intentional laughs drop like a fucking pound of bricks.
This is one of those lightning in a bottles that it's like it's cheap and you know it's bad, but everyone's trying and giving a fuck.
Yeah.
Everyone for the
like,
most part.
A lot of
so yes,
really good performances.
but
from
also
everyone.
to Derrick's point, get the blood. I do not want to see this PG-13.
Yeah. Borrow
So,
it. Ask us if you
Ben?
can borrow it.
You can't.
Yeah, watch it. It's fun. It's fun. There were scenes that I couldn't watch because I'm not like a gore guy.
Yeah.
But like there was, the rest of it was like either intentionally or unintentionally funny.
I do
Like I remember laughing at like scenes in between big scenes a lot more than like the big scenes.
Not intentional.
Yeah, you're just like I don't know why they're doing that, and then
I do kinda
and
think
then
that
there's
you
like
have-
exposition.
You have a thing against horror, gore more than most.
I have things,
And that's which is fine, by the way. I'm
don't know
I'm
his
saying
upbringing.
because,
it's just so close up.
well, and I'm just saying like this one at least like when it is gore is laughable gore. It's not like Hostel or Saw where they're going for realism. This is like they're spraying red water all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you
That was
are on the
funny.
fence about the gore, I think it leans towards lighter.
Yeah, it was nice.
I want to finish before I do my little spiel on a couple of letterbox reviews
Oh,
that
please
I
do.
laughed about. So I got some bad ones first. We have one from a person named Hayden, 0.5 star,
Hating it.
and all it said was "what?"
Not here for this movie.
And the other one that I really love, another 0.5 star from someone called Spooky Boys. It's either a 0-star film or a 5-star film, but considering that it ends with an overlong Denise Richards striptease that somehow left me feeling accosted, I'm leaning towards 0 stars.
Ooh. I mean, he's got the right idea with 0 to 5.
Yes, he does.
But he's wrong.
Dude,
He is wrong.
The ending was like it just confused me, and it made me feel so bad for Michael.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm fine with this elongated Denise Richards scene because she knew what she was there for. It's not a Megan Fox and Transformers situation where it's like, hey, play this straight and we're going to show the camera up your butt and not tell you about it.
Yeah.
Right.
This is like, hey, do a striptease for the camera and we'll pay you.
Mhm.
So,
There was like
Another,
there's a couch or something.
does now have a couple of 5-star ones. One person named Wyatt Pliskin. Is it good? Absolutely not. Did I love it? Yes.
smart man there,
It's their full
Pliskin.
review.
Same Pliskin.
Come on, Pliskin.
And another one, just a guy who's just Ian. You will believe Denise Richards is in love with a dinosaur.
Yes.
I mean, she's acting.
Dude, she loved
I believed
that
it.
fucking mech.
She got some tears in her eyes. Might be menthol, but she's got them.
Dude, it's real.
And that'll be it. Oh, one more just because I just saw it. 5 stars from Daniel. Tommy Wiseau wishes he made this.
Oh, damn, Daniel. Oh, hi, dinosaur. What are you going to eat me? A chicken? Cheep, 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 cheep.
You're tearing me apart, Denise.
I did not hit the dinosaur. Did not. Oh, hi, Terry.
Is this where he plays football with the dinosaur in the alley?
Cut to a gloved fucking dinosaur hand catching a football.
These two probably have no idea what we're talking about, but it's fine.
Nope.
He
The
asked
Room.
the dinosaur about his sex life after they wake up together.
The fucking little scientist just wants to watch and won't leave. Get the fuck out of here, Denny.
It's a movie called The Room. Whitney, since you look baffled.
I do.
It's
It's
something that
terrible.
it's something we should watch, but I don't think we should do an episode on
Okay.
because
Everybody's
it is kind
done it.
of it's kind of the
Okay.
thing.
It's the one that made bad movies cool again to
Yep.
people who weren't me.
Okay.
Yep. It made bad movies mainstream. The enjoyment of, rather.
You mean
Yeah.
he didn't?
No. No,
I'm trying.
Derrick keeps that shit fucking
On
underground.
lockdown.
Like a ninja turtle in a sewer eating pizza.
Speaking of in the sewer, check out badmoviesworstpeople.com. You can find links to our merchandise. You can find links to our YouTube page. You can find links to anywhere you can listen to us. Remember to rate and review the podcast, because if you review us and you rate us high, please, it helps people find us, and then we get more listeners. More listeners means maybe we'll make money. More money means any money means maybe we can make more stuff for you, like
Would you rate me? I'd rate me.
like this Star Wars podcast that Jack and I want to do.
Yeah.
Because we want people to listen to us talk about Star Wars, but not be able to interrupt.
Oh, I'm gonna force it.
And we can also get Jack's Renegade podcast going.
Yeah. You guys gotta look. Good
You
thing
say
own
mine.
me.
It's me, you, and McGill Gorilla. By the way.
It's a good thing you guys only work 3 to 4 days a week.
No, damn it. It's a good thing I have no responsibilities in my life.
Our daughter graduates in a year and a half.
Check out Evasion. They provide our opening and closing music. You can get them on Spotify, Bandcamp, etc., etc. Anywhere you get music, basically. Find them. Check that out. Thank you, guys. This is, as I said, the end of season 1. So we made it. It's a very long season. This season was 50 some odd episodes, so it's even longer than Melrose Place. But we didn't want to leave you guys hanging. Next week will be a re-release of a previous episode, a little bit of polishing done on it. It was a popular episode. It wasn't the first one Jack was on, but it was the one that he became a permanent cast member on.
It's the one that it put its hooks into me.
Yeah, it did.
So we'll be re-releasing Voyage of the Rock Aliens in its entirety, not a 2-parter. So it'll be your whole 2 hours and 50 some odd minutes of us just
get
rambling.
A fucking bucket of popcorn and stretch them legs.
Clean your house.
Yeah,
that'll be
clean
fun.
My house.
In a couple of weeks, we'll have Steve from Bucket of Chum back
Yes!
doing a Christmas shark movie with us.
I'm excited.
So that'll be interesting. I haven't even watched a trailer for it.
The
Don't
water
know.
outside is frightful.
I don't know what we're in store for, other than it's called Santa Jaws.
That's all I know.
Santa Jaws. Santa Jaws.
The blood is bubbling.
Oh, wait. Do they make the shark growl?
Probably. I don't know. I haven't watched
hope
it yet.
so.
Grrr.
Sharks always growl. We know that.
Just can't hear it.
Thank you guys. Tune in next week for more insanity. Woo! Maybe we'll record a little something beforehand and talk more about coming or whatever we were talking about earlier. I don't know.
Dick sweats, dude.
Dick sweats.
Don't forget to always go down to Harbottle, check us out, get a flight, whatever, $1 off your pint, man.
At least you didn't lead into that with speaking of dick sweat.
No.
Terrible segue, sir.
I have been Derrick.
I'm still Whitney.
I'm usually Jack.
I'm still Ben the whole time, I think.
Dude. It's like you're telling a dirty secret to a pillow.
It's fucked up.
It is fucked up.
It's fucked up.
And
man. I'm
thank
just
you
stuck
guys.
this way.
We have all been dinosaur men.
Woo!
I'm a dinosaur man, a prehistoric dude, king of the jungle, coming after you. I'm a T-Rex on the prowl, a reptile on the move. Better watch your step, I'm coming after you. Dinosaur music inside my brain. Sometimes I feel like I'm going insane. I feel the rumble. I feel the roar. Dance to the music of the dinosaur. Ow!
Don't diddle kids. Please don't diddle them kids.
If you've thought about recording a podcast before, but like myself, realized you need a lot of different tools and services, well, those days are over. With Zencastr's all-in-one podcasting platform, you can create your podcast all in one place and easily distribute to Spotify, Apple, and other major destinations. You can record studio-quality sound and up to 4K video with your guests and feel a sense of zen knowing that Zencastr's multi-layered backups ensure you always have your recordings in the highest quality, even if the connection is unstable. Go to Zencaster.com/pricing and use my code WORSEPeople. That's WORSEPEOPLE, and you'll get 30% off your first month of any Zencaster paid plan. I want you to have the same easy experience I do for all my podcasting and content needs. It's time to share your story.